mechanisms to ensure any potential escalation is swiftly contained in the interest of a peaceful and long-lasting resolution of the conflicts through dialogue. In doing so, we shall always separate crime from traditional matters, enabling us to deal appropriately and legally with criminals who foment trouble in the name of chieftaincy conflicts. Relatedly, let me assure once again that government has decided to take necessary steps to reconstruct the statue of the Zugran traditional area in Boko while investigation into the continues.
EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben.
Your Royal Majesty, I cannot speak of peace and development in the north without touching on the situation in Boko. The protracted conflict in Boko continues to pose a grave challenge to our national peace and regional harmony. Boko, which has always been a booming and prosperous commercial center, is now a pale shadow of itself. Nobody is happy about this situation. Youth move around on motorcycles with sophisticated assault rifles and fire indiscriminately. The conflict has affected everyone: Bamprusis, Kusasis, Bises, Moshis, Hausas, and all other ethnic groups living in the area. Many professionals have fled the area, and public service workers are refusing to be posted to Boko. Let me commend your Royal Majesty for the dignified and statesmanlike manner in which you have responded to these tensions. Your calm and reasonable voice has been a source of guidance to many, and I sincerely appreciate your commitment to peace. I was with His Royal Majesty Nana Osei Tutu II 2 days ago, and he briefed me on the cooperation you have given him in finding a final traditional solution to the conflict. I commend you for the concessions you are willing to make in order to see lasting peace in Boko. I take this opportunity to humbly urge all stakeholders to speed up the mediation process so that peace can return to Boko in order that residents can return to their normal lives as soon as possible. The government remains resolute in restoring lasting peace and stability in Boko. This includes enhancing the security presence, support for conflict resolution mechanisms, and deeper dialogue with all traditional, religious, and civic stakeholders. We believe that peace in Boko is a matter of national importance and that it requires our collective resolve so that justice will prevail and that we will resolve our issues by dialogue. Your Royal Majesty, I wish to assure you that government will continue to rely on your wisdom and partnership in navigating these sensitive matters in a manner that upholds human dignity and preserves the unity of our people.
EpaHoaDaben.
This statement is by the members of parliament of the 6 constituencies in Kusa in the Upper East region and Kusa's opinion leaders, residents in Accra. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, it is a tried knowledge that our land of Boko in particular, and Kusa in general, has been involved in ethnic conflict for some years. Now, largely because of the Nairis void, illegal, purported enslavement of a rival chief of Boko. We state without equivocation that Boko has one, and I emphasize one, legitimate chief in the person of Zuran Asigiri Abugrab Azoka II since April 1984. The government, through the Ghana Armed Forces, has deployed military officers and men and other security agencies to prevent the loss of life and property and to keep the peace of the area. In the afternoon of Sunday, 13 July 2025, ostensibly in response to an attack by unknown gunmen on a vehicle under military escort, the military personnel in Boko went on rampage and murdered 6 people, maimed more than 20 others, and caused huge destruction to the property of citizens in Boko. Some of them looted the shops of the people and made away with huge sums of money. We deeply regret the unfortunate attack on the vehicle and the military escort, and we sympathize with the troops. Apart from the precious lives lost, precious innocent lives that the military ended, the destruction of property running into tens of thousands and millions of Ghana cedis, the military, in a needless and spiteful hate against Kusas, pulled down the statue of our overlord, Zuran Abubrag Asiri Azwaka II, and set it ablaze in a pointless revolutionary style. What was the point in the destruction of the statue of our overlord? What security threat did the statue pose, and what threat does the destruction solve? It takes an act as such to insult to the Kusal people and to reject same. In the light of the foregoing, we demand the following on the government of Ghana: that the armed force render an unqualified apology to the Zuran and the people of Kusal for the unprofessional and banditry of the military on the 13th of July 2025 in Boko. That the soldiers involved in this act of 13 July 2025 be investigated and prosecuted when found culpable. That there be an immediate overhaul of the military and all security agencies in Boko. That the security personnel will be deployed they only succeed in killing and maiming innocent people without more. That the Ghana Armed Forces should immediately or should take immediate steps to rebuild the statue of our overlord, pay decent and reasonable compensation to the family of those they murdered, compensation to the injured, and to refund of the full value of the properties the soldiers destroyed. We pray that the government, through the Ghana Armed Forces, will accede our demand in order to restore the cordial, peaceful relation that existed between us. We understand the pain and help our youth. We are equal of our conflict. We are hopeful. May the good Lord keep Zuran and make Kusal great and strong.
EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben.
Unfortunately, any time the peace of Ghana will be disturbed, it is the MPP government that is in power. NDC is coming. When we come, we will make sure there's peace in Boko and surrounding areas.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
The Ofankor Road. As of the time you were leaving office, the contractor has raised certificate of $77 million. You didn't pay him, you left. Now people are doing demonstration. Just this week, we paid that contractor over 300 million Ghana cedis. so that he can continue the work. Why are you not commending us for that? And then we are saying that since we don't have any dedicated fund, we are putting that project as an additional burden on the big push. And you don't like it? And then go to Kaswa Winneba. Of course, the money has run out. The worst that will happen is that the contractor will leave site. President Mahama does not want any of those projects to be abandoned. He said carry it on as additional big push project. You don't like that? What are we talking about here? And then I heard you talking about motorway to Central University. Honorable former minister, you and I know that when you came to this house to give that contract to BHM, I suggested here BHM was not a construction firm. Was a management firm. That company it was only last year that company bought a construction firm. That is why they were struggling to do the road. So phase 1 is what they are struggling to do. So the phase 2 is not even an MPP initiated project. The phase 2 is not under contract. And we are carrying it on as a big push project. You should understand this thing. We are quite clear in our minds what we are doing. It is not politics. It is not politics. And I agree with you, you did your best. But the contractors were not listening to you. Because maybe you were afraid of them. I say, if you are a contractor, Ghanaian or foreign, if you breach our laws, we'll deal with you. That is why when I stood here and said that the Indian company that took our $30 million, pretending that we should terminate the contract, I will not. They either build a road worth $30 million or will find ways of taking our money. You can't go for our money. It doesn't matter. We are taking our money. So help me retrieve the $30 million that is supposed to use to do Savelugu to Walewale. Help me. Where's Dr. Kabiru? Help me retrieve the money. Because I need that money to pay contractors who have worked.
EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe. EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
The Ofankor Road. As of the time you were leaving office, the contractor has raised certificate of $77 million. You didn't pay him, you left. Now people are doing demonstration. Just this week, we paid that contractor over 300 million Ghana cedis. So that he can continue the work. Why are you not commending us for that? And then we are saying that since we don't have any dedicated fund, we are putting that project as an additional burden on the big push. And you don't like it? And then go to Kaswa Winneba. Of course, the money has run out. The worst that will happen is that the contractor will leave site. President Mahama does not want any of those projects to be abandoned. He said carry it on as additional big push project. You don't like that? What are we talking about here? And then I heard you talking about motorway to Central University. Honorable former minister, you and I know that when you came to this house to give that contract to BHM, I suggested here BHM was not a construction firm. Was a management firm. That company it was only last year that company bought a construction firm. That is why they were struggling to do the road. So phase 1 is what they are struggling to do. So the phase 2 is not even an MPP initiated project. The phase 2 is not under contract. And we are carrying it on as a big push project. You should understand this thing. We are quite clear in our minds what we are doing. It is not politics. It is not politics. And I agree with you, you did your best. But the contractors were not listening to you. Because maybe you were afraid of them. I say, if you are a contractor, Ghanaian or foreign, if you breach our laws, we'll deal with you. That is why when I stood here and said that the Indian company that took our $30 million, pretending that we should terminate the contract, I will not. They either build a road worth $30 million or will find ways of taking our money. You can't go for our money. It doesn't matter. We are taking our money. So help me retrieve the $30 million that is supposed to use to do Savelugu to Walewale. Help me. Where's Dr. Kabiru? Help me retrieve the money. Because I need that money to pay contractors who have worked.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Had depreciated in the preceding 8 years by 240%. And they claimed that my request for a reduction on the basis of the appreciation of the cedi was unfounded because, in their words, the appreciation of the Ghanaian cedi over the last 6 months has been a fluke which could not be sustainable. As minister, my fidelity is to the Ghanaian people. I have had to act in the interest of the Ghanaian people. And I believe that the Ghanaian people have been fleeced and exploited for too long. I wrote back to the NCA on Monday and directed the NCA in that letter to suspend the broadcasting license of DSTV effective 7th of August 2025 if they fail to effect a reduction in their bundle prices. I cannot, as minister, serving the Ghanaian people, continue to watch what can best be described as plain stealing happening to the Ghanaian people. In my letter to them, I gave them scenarios from 7 markets that DSTV is operating in. The same content in the premium bouquet that is offered to Ghanaians for $83 equivalent is offered to Nigerians for $29 equivalent. How can anyone explain this price disparity to me? Enough of the mistreatment of the Ghanaian consumer. They either comply with the reduction, because in Nigeria, in the same time frame that they say the Ghanaian cedi has depreciated by 240%, the Nigerian naira has depreciated by 409%. If Nigerians are paying equivalent of $29, DSTV must charge same here in Ghana, or we will suspend their broadcasting license effective 7th of August 2025.
EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Free one say some armed men are wield pump action guns. Eco Forestry Commission for Office Kopamo workers or Edward padlocks to offices in the moon. The information is also indicating said they were marched to the office of the MCE. Subsequently, the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources said, Yenche Sankrofono, name prosecute you. National security so deny knowledge of Nkrofonis and said they went in the name of national security. MCE Emma Bekwai, Municipal Assembly, Honorable Ishak Salia, were joining me one home. So, Honorable Ishak, what you can happy FM Sunni, Memoajo. Na ewie boko de
nyame adama ne mo pai bonti ye ho ye pa
ye do bo ade nyame ase honorable confirm me me eye no krese Forestry Commission for officer wo be kwai emrantie bi ekuratuo epamo wo mu fie wo office etutu mu ana
no kure enso anya no kure
chiremi mu
no kure wo mu ne se emrantie bi e forestry Pastor de ye kan se mu kura tuo ni ade sa no de se de bia tuo no kura kuta wo mu a nipa e wo honti no mu de ko ye no de na entisa se de ye kan se o mu ko pamo adwumayefo no e wo forestry ho no ne etie ne se o mu ko ye na adwumayefo no obi a di ho enti minim se bia o mu ti o mu kan e bia obi a efi ho bia minim enu ntino omuko ya na obi ani ho na edan no ba mienu miensa bia na obi ani ho no ena omututu mu tie nya no tie se emrantie bi sa aba sampeswa no so no na wo se etumi kana ye ko hu dikudi ntia omutu sa na mo enti bi kwa nsa na medu ho no na me regional vice chairman e wo ho dada ya ye pese ye betutu omo no mu ase na ye mpese forestry fo no ebe kan bibi se ehu bi abon ne ade ni ntina ya mfre apolisi pokra ana ye machi wo mali wo ba aso ye se sa asem no mo pese mpanyimfo tia ye wa ha se wo mo betumi dia beda ye ntidi ntina wo so mo sa ye ho na o mo tutu me ka forestry honomo ndi wo mo ani si mabe edu kopim dunu mu kura wo peswa no so na ye do mo ba me office ni ebe tutu anu hunu dikudi ntia omoye ye hira tifa enti no mo kasa ye no mo nsem aya omo ka no ye omo hye da ni nyina so bebre e wo mo ntia ye se ene omo nko na banyimfo mama ya fo atie ne betu ho anamo ye kire no bi ni mo nsem bi ni se forestry for ya omuji di se omu ye abadada mu nipa da so ho mo a bambo a wo so omu de ma forest no omu fama wo mu a omu fi abadada no mu fu a omu ye galamsey fe no illegal mining no omu de amema sa ankofo no a omu ye mu adwuma enti ye ka kire won se tita e wo so omu de koto bambo for national security ne apolice for ene ye mpanyifo na wo so omu boy amane ye ne tu mu ana na omu mfiti pekupe nko forestry wa wo no wanti na wo o masem nyina ne so omu ko ho se ombe ye hu de se ba ye ya fa mfa mpanyifo ate o monka nti kwan ya omu to omu fa so mpanyifo ate o monka se bibisa e koso ni ene ya ka kire wo se omu nko na mpanyifo ya tie ya na ma wo se tu fa ho ye bitu afa nti no kwe se de wo kan se bibisa ekoso na mum ni nchiremu ni se de media mawo a ntasemba obi a nchiremu a nchiremu based on baby a wogina no e ma efeva no nanso ma ya ban crash panyin ebra ba ya mitu anamo ntentem so no e pa mo mrantie ni firi wono mo ebre kura no a chire na commander frame say ya man instruction say wo mechi wo mo na meka chi wo say mapam wo mo ko dada nti ubisai ya nesa neti
honorable beda wase ni nchechemu a wadi kan dia ma na emrantie no omufiri hi omu ye hwananom
obi busa mu no omu fi oboase omu ni fi oboase ya
omu mfiri wo mpeso aso be kwai ho
dabi
na se wakasa wonnim wo mu
ni omu ka kira minister omu dudu no aso omu fi oboase
na omu fi oboase na omaba wo mpeso aso aba be saade no wo agency e hya wase no wasem no se asa woni omo kasa no boko asifu se asa akrokro bi sa emi wo kakra
owunim se emre bia no on conflict resolution no se wo kwan bia obefa so a obema bibia ye din a so omo ba ye na omo ba no mema mu no omo di atuo ni ade a se bi kame kwa ntimi nkwani mu nka ya police adwuma but omo claim se omo ye party boys ni ade no na me fi se omo ni midie no na wo form nti na wo se mechi omo na mechire won se omo wo even they have grievances there should be a very nice way of addressing it than a quiet person who first address wo issues no they didn't resist it, they accepted it and me catch on say and many mu ya no me pese me hu omo mu free person yi so nko san say me na me si mampanya na mu wo person yi so enti me ye na omo ye say omo ya so odin bi dia me nka me de bambofo abam enti e bro omo ye sa no me kai omo tie na che say e wo say me san ba adwuma mu na beto adwuma so san say omo amase omo be say bibia
na report no
omo ba ye na nsafo ano so de ye kan ni say na apono da ho but they didn't even enter the room.
Honorable, reports in say na omukura pump action gun no kre.
Ano kwasem ni say enura no na hu bibisa. Mranche na me kotu wo mo a me do mo ba me dem ha idie. No obi ani wa okura etuo ni bisa.
Honorable, on your screen, in fact, me ye video no of Facebook this year, and me turn sa free Facebook as some mrambe hebi. I can count not less than 2 people are omukra pump action gun. Emranti no krano. First of all, they are uniformed. Uniform omoshe no enye state agency be a uniform.
Exactly.
Eye kaki bi no omoshe walkie talkies bubu ebi ho. Omoshe helmet ibi. Ena omoshe boots security fo ehye sa boots ya bia. Ena at least emu mienu die omukwa pump action gun. Osi o machi wo mu to office but we hunu so omukura tuo.
I am telling you, sir, you know, sir, Omodos, I couldn't match all of them. A few who claim to be their leadership are those ones that I met in my office. Now, the area is a mimi kodru onwa. my instruction said they should all move away from the place and move to my office for discussion. You know, those who came forward as their leadership, I saw so many they moved to this place and I met their leadership.
In fact,
and sir, I was too furious to give attention to whether they were holding guns or those things. But the leadership who came to my office who did not have anything like that.
Honorable, yes, you are telling me, but I am also showing the evidence right now on Facebook video. There was even a police officer. There was even a police officer. Sa police officer no. No.
Me could do one police commander Regent Efremi, and I told him the issues were under control. If there is the need for policemen, I will call him. They claim to be party boys, so you should allow me to intervene with them. So quickly, I moved them to the assembly to have a discussion. All of them cannot be in my office. So a few of them who claim to be their leadership, and then immediately I talked to them. They realized, so quickly they have to move away from here.
Okay, honorable.
And then, even the forestry manager has been in my office.
Honorable,
to thank me for that intervention.
Honorable, there are two police officers. Baku ding airborne chest to see entry. Baku ye A or B. When the district, when I in charge of district security, I want to believe says our officers see be a video now you can identify them. But me issue is say video me is see no omo de omo padlocks lock forestry commission for officers no. Honorable okoto obo no e dey na ayefa padlock now omo de atoto officers ni mu.
When I say who follow matter no, people will testify. If you came to the grounds, people could testify. Say, when I got there, the first thing was to take any key from them before I even discharged them. And as my making, before I got there, the regional vice chairman, in the person of Alhaji Salisu, has already even more or less got into half of the issue. I'm matching to the office here. In the forestry, Ubusa Omo deputy director who was around the one, it didn't take more than 30 minutes, and they all came back and were at work. And the national security rep moved straight away from Kumasi to meet what do you call it, the entire staff to assure them of their protection.
Emrante no almost say when a small omo.
Someone can say to be the small.
No.
At that time, I don't think it was relevant. Whoever sent them, they should go back. The important thing is that they cannot solve the problem the way they want to solve it. If they have any problem, they should go back and talk to the right people. And more to the point, they were in my catchment. So my major role was to drive them and move them away. And they didn't resist that.
Was your major role rather not to cause their arrest for invading a state agency?
No, I couldn't refer to that as an invasion. Because if it was an invasion, I couldn't even have stand them.
But they locked up those officers. The evidence is here. They were putting their padlocks on their doors. Is that not an invasion?
I don't think so.
So what do you call it then? A visitation?
I call it some disgruntled claimed party members who want to solve problems in a wrong way, and they were directed as the right way to go about it, and they agreed. So there was no cause for alarm.
Is the Forestry Commission in Bekwai, does the Forestry Commission in Bekwai have jurisdiction over Obuasi?
They have what?
Have jurisdiction over Obuasi, jurisdiction.
Can you say that again? I don't get you.
I'm asking whether the Forestry Commission in Bekwai has jurisdiction over Obuasi.
I should think so, because the jurisdiction of the Forestry Commission in Bekwai goes beyond the catchment of the municipality. Yes, sir.
So
it goes beyond the catchment of the municipality. So I believe some forests in even Akrofom and all that are part of Bekwai. So the catchment of the Forestry Commission goes beyond the Bekwai municipality. It includes Busuma Fehu, Akrofom, but I cannot point to even Jakobu is all within Bekwai's catchment. So far as forestry is concerned.
So I mean, their concern has to do with the Forestry Commission's way of working, or what? What is their main and major reason for what they did?
I think I expressed that earlier.
I probably
that they still think that we still have some opposition members who are in charge and are still giving opportunity to opposition members to mine in the forest area. So they just wanted to say that they are not doing their work well. And we told them that if they are not doing their work well, they have superiors who are supposed to superintend over their mandate. And for that matter, they did not have the right to come to the place the way they did it.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Oh, aban de afe no waba. E na afe so 7 months on fa ade biam ba obeka sesebe o benefit to and I may benefit to so ati ase. Enti ye hwe ye gusu a ye hwe no.
Na aban ye hwe.
Me okay, wo betimi a chere me ade a waye a wo benefit to man na.
There's aban ye hwe.
Aha, what busa me question? Me busa say why implement bibi a wo benefit to omu ana.
Na busa say eti aban ye hwe. They said no obaye university first year student. What your school fees no at the amomo dollar ye kan wasem nsu nyame adom aba from the aban ye bi no to so den na hwe aban na ya o aban ye hwe.
Me nua university ebi nya etina te say NCP so to the make na say yes me nua so university a ye twan say ni sika na beba ene ochina say enti me nya en de me ntimi confirm say ma nya so mfaso
into overhand be ma aban say.
Oh, me who ade a wa implement a make say me benefit ana ti mamni bi susu benefit o mti no me ntimi rate no
into over 100 the wa hwini the wa kan
me man 7%.
Na oko around no na o te say almost say 18 na ka say aban na ya de point ke be mo because MPP ni almost say wo community any Ghana ha no 6 months 8 months 1 year 2 years ebe din pan say ye betimi atene.
Okay.
Because I had to say utu amna. Amna na yetu no akomu donko. Ama edume bi po ye ni na ye nim say impanyifo ni bi a omoye leaders of MPP party na nkasa. Omo call demonstration. See any finance minister infiso. At a point in time, obi a no ye former chief justice or no call demonstration ni bi. Enti nioma ase wo ye man mu yi. Se Mahama His Excellency or the 8 months 8 mima Ghana ye Dubai na chese sa brand here na ese ehwe ni ye pa enti nioma asai pa nioma amre bia ye tu akofom papa enti de be kan ne se ye ni na ye benya aretoyem se aban na sesa nioma no bebre enra me ba community ni bi mu.
Okay.
Many ahemfo bi edi nkomo ana omo se de dada no omo hu hwe de dada no MC wankasa de dada ye hu hwe dada MC ye hu hwe na me se oh afena me di 2 months omo se oboa MC oboa 2 months be na we di 2 months ye to aba December no ana me hu se
omo nim se ye to aba no
omo nim se ye to aba no wi ana yi me MC omo refi se MC ne ye ministers yi nkofo ansa na MC 2 months ago pe ana ye me enti on say many business men any women omo aboso kan many omo ya adwen because udu sika ehye business mu na unya so mfaso a eya
yeah
enti omo de any yen a ye business bibi me so me ba no ansa na me ba na me business man.
Oh, okay.
Enti me meti aboso kan fo ase ye pa na
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
months aban ba ye when san be na ba wa dwuma mu ni se net year first no.
Oh, BBMI. I say what petrol so what $1 so. Want so kra ke said ye tie no sa na tie. Ye say anwan ya te so. Both road 5 cedis said ye tie no sa na tie. Ye ante hwe so ti petrol ngra de be ya. Ofan ko ni dadam, ofan $1 no ko ni dadam because ye ho hwe bibie no no a ye adwuma say ya te $1 so. Edu ko to ade we ya te so ti ye timamufo no. Ebebo aye o ko ka so a 8 cedis and so ko gina ka so a stations or Kasua straight 10 cedis, Kasua straight 12 cedis, and fast will be in so until on some fun that them lady won't say.
EpaHoaDaben Sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Because Obiaba or say entity near man so send ye ko fa no untimi nkasa o te. Yes $1 ba form. Na so send na mini abaako ka no. Uko market and now come banker, you better catch yourself for booty for no. So at yes, here. Uka booty for no, so almost so a rate on the amount, and yet the almost a good paper so catch say 10.4 BB, almost 13 cities. And look where and why a thing. Tina is saying $1 now, Muslim Matison, and Nada and I said, and only a PC and beside buying.
That's all $1 no, or until so now.
Oh, some I buy back on free, so no say 17 cities. Ena sese mwaba ena mo say sese mwaya amane sese aba 10 cedis iti nga aba 10 cedis nga uko bank nka so unye bi edi ye o transaction di ye adwuma na so kwa unya so hu iti no kura no mo ma ye hu se bibi na ekoso ama ye hu because ene iskafo bebu omo ye adwuma o ma mu sese omo hu de omo ye so aye se obi aye din no obi antimi nka ne Ghana yesu ban aye de ti ha ama ye hu a kire ye bebrebe no
EpaHoaDaben Sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Kakra. Chen 8 years na atene mu no.
7 months ye chen 8 years a ye tene mu.
Chen 8 years na atene mu.
Bebre na $1 na mu di dwuma no. Internet so na wo. Na mo ko banka mu nya bi wo ete sen ma wo.
Oh e was say me nkofo am me di omo ye business, omo ye cars wo abo. Omo si send $1 na ende eye mo.
Onti wo me
mi so ebuwa mi.
Kwa so na ebuwa.
Bebre. Mi ka say mbeka nyan koy.
Enti kam ye nu mi ense ma na me hwe.
Oh, se nipa no onya yi ni ka ba. Bebi aje ase no onu su mami ejuma say oh mi pe we na mi su ma kwa koto amanu na mi su ma nya mi je kakra o. Enti mi de ye mami. Enti nyama no kwa bo be ko bebi okura bo ebi mu ati omo de so. Enti utimia mfaso kakra wo so.
Si wo no ate o de so na so de tie na.
O mi de matiso. Matiso, ubisa me ubisa obi a we catch am de matemi de ni so.
EpaHoaDaben Sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Na ya the point kebe mo because MPP ni omo say wo eye community any Ghana ha no 6 months 8 months 1 year 2 years ebe din pan say you bet me attend.
Okay.
Because I had to say utu amna. Amna na yetu no akomu donko. Ama edume bi po yeni na yenim say impenyifo ni bi a ye leaders of MPP party na nkasa. Omo call demonstration. See any finance minister in Fiso. At a point in time, obi a no ye former chief justice or no call demonstration ni bi. Enti nioma ase wo ye man mu yi. Se Mahama His Excellency or the 8 months 8 mima Ghana ye Dubai na chese sa brand here na ese ehwe ni ye pa enti nioma asai pa nioma amra bia ye tu akofom papa enti de be kan ne se ye ni na ye benya aretuyum se aban na sesa nioma no bebre enra me ba community ni bi mu.
Okay.
Many ahemfo bi edi nkomo ana omo se de dada no omo hu hwe de dada no MC wankasa de dada ye hu hwe de dada MC ye hu hwe na me se oh afena me di 2 months omo se obwa MC obwa 2 months be na we di 2 months ye to aba December no ana me hu se
omo nim se ye to aba no
omo nim se ye to aba no wi ana yi me MC omo refi se MC ne ye ministers yi nkofo ansa na MC 2 months ago pe and ye me enti on say many business men any women omo aboso kan many omo ya adwen because udu sika ehye business mu na unya so mfa so a eya
yeah
enti omo de any yen a business bibi me so me ba no ansa na me ba na me business man
okay
enti me ti aboso kan fo ase ye pa na uko around na o te say omo say 18 ni na ka say aban na ya depo anke be mo because MPP nyoma almost say we community any Ghana ha no 6 months 8 months 1 year 2 years ebe din pan say ye betimi atene
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe. EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben.
EpaHoaDaben.
Say it again.
EpaHoaDaben. Now together, EpaHoaDaben.
Awesome.
EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Ejumadene ahofama osompani eninya omeyi betumpon na yema ibenya hoto Oso yewofa Omangana beyeye Free ene ye fiada enti memo akwaba eba edafie Kofi memo ha efia na boko de mimi wo yakua na ya efia wo efia wo se efia o mimi ma mi efia Janet Kofi ni efia fo na ewia mi chie bia ene ye dafie na enanso ye dafofro na ene enso ehye bosome August ase ene ye da edikan wo bosome foforo mu the 8th month August aya metisen kofo kan August aya muntu omfo ai where the name August they August oka August a wunti eno ne correct pronunciation enye August oka August ne dia hoden kasi so aka ni yama August yema August akwaba na yema yenyina yenso ho akwaba to this new month obade nyankopon enhyira wadwuma pa bi a wo ye so bosumi nsusuye ne plans papa bi a wo de awura bosumi mu mempa bone so obeto ni nhyira nsuo de aguso ne momoya no akai se nsusuye no eye ne momo no anya enough And it's what they who know when you are the Urabo Suminimuno, a year but again now. I was so 2 among. I was so 2 among. What the action a back of vision? What the action a back of dream? I was so dear Namuntuo a tie a year unsusu ye panechi. Bosumi, about the Inshiraso. About the Mawunya Sakukudrona, they take that first step towards your dream. I had the first step in here. The first step. Oh, I say, I want womupa. I say, where they are, you woman. Now, what womupa? Now, Okako Jarinsu. For the Beatim Kojina, I heard one or two in Tanta. Now, I say, who Jaria now, where they are. I want them. You sure they, you know. Now, the interesting thing is, who got that courage now? The issue no a goo one pail a back call and now be a shower now. Kakrane bedi can goo no. Once a mao body no, I used to. Then all of a sudden, now I ready so we are in so now come. Kakra be goo who pe obonsa why ready. Safed you be simwe jari. So that first step, that first action toward to dream and we here pa. Bosumi Fufrey, Yenyeno, the month of action. We've discussed our plans for far too long. There be ideas. And actually, it's idea we pa there. There be a cry there. Bosumi Fufrey, move beyond idea and begin with action. Ebi inquiries been also koye. I don't know first action. Ebi I was so koye a sampling of prices. Ebi I don't know first action also take it towards dreaming away nyano. Ebi I would any say some mentor na debi I would the one who can say me konma kwako kan masama chire no ma hwe say obetimi aboa me amatutu manamo ya. Ebi I o first action is say obekwa visit some mentor no. Yama busumi enko beyond kasa. Yama busumi enko beyond plans. Yama busumi enko beyond dreams. Yama busumi enko beyond vision. Na yama action enter chire yentu anamon. Wase ote fa kwa wote wade so. Ote fa kwa wote wade so. Yenti ayede ama so betu anamon towards dream ni say dream na so. It scares you and it is good so dreaming in beso. Nisu asunti o her responsibility na ba beda also. Enu ntia se wo bobo break hu se wo ye o se wo nye o. Sa situation na wo mu no kra must tell you say o vision ni wo dream na wo kra no e correct pa. Nemum. Okwa musia o hu. Oko mo kire a omo a ye de omo chef omo da fridge mu nyina meka plans ano omo wo meka vision ano omo kura dreams ano omo carry wasasi so eniema na esi omani so na nkompe so omo ye ebi kura ifi omo de na se na so omo agya hokọ woti ase ne woda so plan da so dreamy uwe chi wuntimi nya hwebie mu o obo hokra wunya nwansa yade bi boss si ya wo dream no wuntimi ni akire brim enti na wo nkwa wan hoden no a wo dream ni wo vision no aye clear dia ma wo no patcho fa sai nei aye action no fa ye bribi fa dream no ho fa tu anamo the chassis ene wi aye fiada saade na mede we ahye nkran na mede amawa kwaba abe pa ho adaben djumedi so enra yekọ abose kan meda abose kan spare parts dealers association penifo nyina ase enkomo ni bi medical bobo bi akiro enra manfo kire o madwene pa omo se Ghana so far mampani Jomahama ba yo mu omo so omo se omo hu improvement omo hu se ne ma asesa ene ma bo oba fom ebi musu adwen kire ne se eyen kakra Yabeda eye MC Emma Blakuma Central say Honorable Franklin Cancer enra obebo echidon eto nsafre ne ma wo bae obeyi nsemu no obekire nsemu Honorable Frank Cancer a special good afternoon to you and thanks for your time yesterday. Me better Ghana National Fire Service for so I say enra boy echidom said ye dey happy on wheels na me ye fire service for nam and the market bia ye be komu bia. We take the time to educate ourselves on fire safety. Ghana National Fire Service for Yedamwa say you better save the Eye Foundation for so I say Mr. Moses Derry any antipat womo de NGO yaba womo de sevu amanfo ani wanini wo kanea onipa bia wanini wo kanea sade asana o ka ne kanea bo anase bobo nahia untimi ndabia anadwo no nti ka no nani ene eye ne kanea anadwo na wo wote ka ni mu a wutwi ka na nkasa nso so ka no nani ba ko nso ne wo because wudi wo ka ne bepem na eye wani ena wudi hunade ti wani ene wo kanea Moses Derry Wode a foundation ya bay on one kasa nani afra self medication e kofa asade beto no so senior to no o me bi ntu obi nti ono no afato no ho so se obechini Ghana nkurankura se na wode de robo na nante se wani ekeka wani aye kokko hawa enko to ebro no bi tro dem abo we na the same bedroom bi no koye ya ne efra yi same am happy bibia so akonkan ewe yedi nkomo bebie phone lines na ma na waba ahoma no so emise manfo de beche ne ye technical challenge kakra emise na me kasa no netwetwesi samre technicians have worked around the clock affect say ede amayen na ewe ye bekode a na ye de nkomo no be hihye so emise enura aboso kan enura na ehwe de pa enura Abuso Kain was quite exciting. Edwadifo no ekire wa mwadwene variously ewo ensem bebre eho na dollar no na edi eye tintiman kase pa ewo nkomo a ekoso ewo eye Abuso Kain enra enra Abuso Kain fo no dollar no eyade a na eda wo makoma so a wo mo kire wo mwadwene ewo eho bebre na the verdict for most of them ne say omu huna mamu no so na yetimi de 7 months ana 7 months etimi compare 8 years mani ye ana for one trader there osusu 7 months yi no yade a change the last 8 years yakotenem we ye toasa nkomo ya so obetima kire wadwene wo ho baba Facebook live na wo de wadwen kyerɛ aba na wo nso wakyerɛ wadwene ɛwɔ nsɛm yi ɛho na the NDC weekend yi omu wɔ ayi akɛseɛ mmienu paa anɔpa yi yɛkɔ baako a ɛyɛ chairman Adekoka former Greater Accra regional chairman of the NDC munya muso nim sɛ ora Adekoka na or sports administrator Great Olympics in fact we did in kwe Olympics mu ache pa GFA so yenyina yenim adwuma wabɔ within the FA over the years okɔ Accra Sports Stadium ayewo ho Adekoka stands wɔ hɔ a ne din ɛda so na anɔpa yi ɛna abusua nhyehyɛ mu no yɛkɔpɛ chairman Adekoka ne krabea a ene amene okasai abusua private burial ekoka papa echi agya akɔpɛ baabi pa de ama no ama wada na enra ene anano pay ena dwumadi no course the forecourt of the State House nyina itimi nya bi ekɔkɔma no the final farewell na chairman Adekoka yobi a me na me bɛn ne pa me ne na yɛ adwuma yi so many years from TV and radio nyina anytime I met on sa friend biano ade a ojepene na woba emu ode nkra he will find a way of still coming and making up to me and I find I've lost a friend. It's a very senior brother at that bibi chire wadwene anytime you call Chairman Adekoka he'll be there to speak to you, respond to you, and adwene bia obia no ono obeche. And feedback was one good thing and I enjoy from Chairman Adekoka pa any feedback say enyo no na watie wo na wahwe wo na say wahwe program and na owo personal feedback ma wo okọ baabi nso na okoti feedback about you Chairman Adekoka will call you right now and tell you ni okọ baabi okoti fa ho efa wadwuma wo ye ho and it was quite encouraging obi bo abaso wo baabi na owo ho a bo nso Africa chose bibi chale wo fans bi wa ha ne ade and omo criticize one so he will let you know and I think say for me Chairman Adekoka I have lost something big in terms of an advisor obi a otufo obi a one wo kasa wo hunu wo say oye obi a usha wo nanim o treat obi a at his level and I know said the NDC would miss him. A lot of people within the sports fraternity would miss him. And Yenomuso ani no as a result of your Juma so would really miss Chairman Kobena Adekoka pa Oyobia or very affable. My last encounter with him was last 2 years on Happy FM EpaHoaDaben. Just when I returned to Happy FM BM. And Metonsa Fred Chairman said, let's do what we used to do again. And a one-on-one. Now, just to refresh your memories of a Chairman Kobena Adekoka. You come on the DNA Bino, a course. Emra Yedwe, Emra Mene, a former chairman, Greater Accra, Emma NDC Amanyuko, and former vice chair of the FA, Ena Edieshia, Chairman Kobena Adekoka.
Chairman Emeritus.
Chairman Emeritus. Chairman, who chairman? Chairman Kwaba.
I'm a Josu.
You be able to
call
Papa.
Watch a veteran like you.
Oh, Chairman.
So some few years back, you bought BBA.
That's right.
BB Bismark.
That's
right.
Boss now we got Chairman. So, what many pay my sister? I'm just a about show so I am she says.
One dodgy, welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I mean, we are normally my yes, sabbatical kakra.
Okay. What you want to make
kakra? Ufem is a BB party and the Minina age match.
That's right.
One of the guys are. To welcome back to see you.
Thank you.
On Happy 98.9 FM.
That's right.
That's nice. Now when you're grey hair, so
pressure it. I don't know you're grace. But the Chaba election, you're waiting to take your rest, sir.
Oh, election year, no.
Yeah.
A time.
Okay.
BBN the time.
Okay.
You don't have to. Who shall symptom? I be do halfway.
Wabre.
It was a time at least 6 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months to.
The main deal.
You can force it. Usu careful.
Okay.
How no they but we are still doing on the fringes.
Okay.
On the fringes, you were around.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Enipa o baby ko Chairman Kobena Adekoka, may your soul rest in peace. Yama nebusuafo kanka ne yere ene ne ma yakọ papa o ma hwera de kese pa de ani na enya dia na obi ani da so se even though na yete se no na ne ho dodo no na enya dia na yehu saa na nipa hwe ni muse bia bibi kese bi se betimi asie nanso de okura nkwa no so wo de owu any di exchange a enkwantimi enje emfiri owo nsem yedobo ade nyankopon asese de chairman Adekoka edom yen ode ne fem yen na ono so baaye ene pa wo ni mu no wan ma na ankame Ghana fo na momu ode som eye oman Ghana momu bebre na munim na oye honorary consular ema Belarus for so many years and that was his other diplomatic side na nipa bebre enimu na at the funeral ene anopay General Secretary of the NDC Fifi Fiavikwete flanked by other NDC members Ebeba tribute remember just a bit of the sight and sounds of course so ene anopay or the forecourt of the State House during the funeral of Chairman Adekoka.
The great NDC has a long way to go, but has come to stay. The great DC has a long way to go, but has come to stay. Member.
And we no more any senior a choir before mo bekan omo tribute no omo party nyumo mo toye any some omo kan eulogizing Chairman Kobena Adekoka. Ochina nso ya another big funeral. Emma NDC amanyoko ne pa because ochina ena Ambassador Sampiyale ono nso yekoja na kwan na watoa na kwantuo eso. Unu se enyina ya kwantufo hanom ebetwam bi ne yakọ. Baby if you kura ne enhye danim na baby aye konsu nim aha na yenim enti ochina nso na eye Ambassador Sampiyale ono nso so obo ade ato ne nsa frɛ no another stalwart of the NDC indeed oye keda ono no PNDC fo no nyina na ade a odi eye party no tintimman he's held it and held his own over the years. I also had very wonderful moments with Ambassador Sampiyale back in the years on TV constantly. And that's also another affable man. Or no frame of us, you know. And another one so two for pa. And the movie program monam premises so amokwa no sonsa of us. Munyirim ho mu peska ngu ho na abrabo na nye easy sa of us. Mo mama animre mo hwen kwada ni yo. And that's a great man. Ochina ena eye the NDC ebekwa kope pad omni abusua nyina beka bomu no makope ne krabia ebe eno so beko so ewo the forecourt of the State House eye ochina and that's also coming up tomorrow. Nti weekend here yema NDC amanyoko no yakọ weekend womo etwa adwo pa unu se yekese ba konso da yanim akwatia so wo ho a busua ne MPP fo so ye ho ahoboabo na abaso minim se ye ne beba so ansa na by election abade a but yete ye nhihye ya ye de beto ho na ye nyina yetimi abobo ho na ye de ho nkomo na yahwe se de etie EpaHoaDaben dwumade enie midin ene Bismark Brown obetimi afrɛ me bibi me to nsa fro bra Facebook live na ene nkomo a ye de atopono so no yendi ho nkomo yebekwa homa no so na mabie phone lines na ma enche bia de na yehwe media budget review ekoso onum say finance minister last week at the media budget review koye. Minority for a boycott, almost say they had more pressing national issues. Almost per se Bampeni Edin and Nidi Chile, Omo de Ablekuma North can home, and the ongoing menace, Galamsey, and Omo de petition, and Emrana, finance minister or parliament, and all my media budget review, the presentation. But after that, Minority 4 have not boycotted the debate over the media budget review. They are participating in the debate. Now, in the course of the debate, minority leader, the Honorable Afenyo Marking, the assembly atudwa ama the mentimi enyesa mentimi ho ase ama debate ni mu aye dendenden pa ewo emrahye bedwafie na asem ne se ne NDC se omo ama cedi no nya hoden against the dollar na ene indicators inflation ene yen growth rate nyina e kire se economy no e san ma ne homene so a na eye womo MPP4 ena Ale Foundation no diama NDC amene NDC ehunu sa enepay. And he makes the argument on the floor of parliament say within these few months NDC about power no womo emfa major economic transformation policy bia maya ebe yield sa results we na womo adwuma foundation a womo build ena ene ede sa infasudie no eba nti se womo ka womo enhunu bebi free na we na majority for ne sehwe na wasema okay we sure say wa na wo kan asem na na se obi na twere bibi dia ma se kan ena womo kira economy a wo se na ansa na ye ba na ho faso no mo na mo di gu ho no majority for ne say na nanu ya na dollar ni cedi na hini gina omo ba power na dollar ni cedi na gina hen ayi January February nyina na old rate na na ewo ho nti aba ne sen na January de ye hunu se cedi no enya hoden na gise Joma ha ma ba ya ye wura beye March mu ho May mu ho na ye hu se dollar ne sesa o se ato forcing ne hihye pa ene ne niam pa ode gu akwan mu na ama ene cedi na enya hoden na nye MPP fo bia foundation bia wo mu eja no eho so be kaya finance minister ka say omo inherit a broke economy and the minority has rejected this very assertion by majority for near buying. We near say within 7 months, 8 months, is it possible for us to see this transformation? Na sa transformation we know ye betimi akase ban we nhihye enko a ana se ne na gu akwan mu deda na ehon poproye eda na die yedi hu komo ne abo hu komo. We'll talk to the economist on this matter. Now, don't forget, your regular guests also will be here to join us with the analysis. Now, what you soon come about Kwabesinico, MPP4 filing fee, one or the about 500,000 Ghana cedis. Now, in the midst of sa announcement, we know so no, their party knows officially, almost a beer nomination. No more beer nomination, no, you name him say. Penifo bebere abobo mudin so omobeko bi but the MBA nomination intino na ewie peye any nomination ebie no we are hearing official declarations Kwabena Japan enam na watwi ojebre eye ne de kase eda ne vision ne plans edie and subsequently we are hearing say other candidates in so line up to launch their candidature omo vision any the entire party for no ento aba fama omo. But the filing fee has also generated enkomo kakra ewo krom ko social media enkomo ne koso enutie Kwabena Japan ne kasa mu no kire say the MPP is not up for sale. It appears say ene no eskafo na yomuti o party ni mu a omo pay 2 francs ene eskafo kasa ehiafo nkasa bi ene ye pe obi ama na yiska be yakobeli Ashanti regional chairman na also eskafo ne kasa and any eskafo abamu pa na se eskafo asemi ebi nso awemfo wo mu a omususu se ni sikasem na omo asem ne se MPP no akwai sesese no eda auction ne ni botomu odu ene ne botomu dɔ no ɔno na yɛde party no ebema no yɛdi MPP no so ho nkɔmmɔ ne ahwɛ the upcoming presidential primaries do omanim the nature and kind of campaign I be expecting as we talk to the political analyst we'll get into all of that also betima kyerɛ wadwene ɛwɔ ho sane sɛ we nso ka na watwi mu nsɛm a abe eto edwa attacks on journalists na watwi nso editing team and pem say this very week there some of us have had the opportunity to rant on the way a soldier for no a treaty Joy FM reporter, an eyewitness as well, and a very innocent one at that. Obia yebusana semnu ya no nya twembe otesi sunia bono. Subsequently, when him say President Mahamo a member of GJ, Munimo, His Excellency the President or a member of the GJ. Na asemana kano ama wakasa ho na semune say or condemn the attacks on a journalist no ena afin so wakase military high command na hwena asotwe bi a wo ho bia yemfa ma asojafo yes ade no asojafo na babontin se omo ye ehwehwemu ehɔ no na me ne omo nya adwene kakra minim hwehwemu a omo ye de because the evidence is there, the video is there, we've seen what happened bon hunu nkofo so ye ne omo bebu so omo ane say what is the justification for nemo ye no say chirenienti a me in discipline was a soldier for doing this to a civilian well 5 minutes asem because evidence ni da ho and the investigation ni mutintin police ni kobo ayi GH1 reporter wa Blekuma North say police for interdicting no we need to see some action na investigation the debia military for your investigation ya hunu bebi okoko wie ehunu bebi ebekwa akowie na debia na investigation military brutality bi esi a esi ya investigation enso yehunu omo ayetwe omo aso ene yehunu hwe nti nkofo bebre ni ahotoso wo mu say we can rely on the military to punish and bring to book omo ankasa officers ASA niema way attacks on journalists has come up this week and we be the home come Attorney General the decision to drop Dr. Dufour Unibank asemu so atwemu na wotwi pa ama there in fact opinions are divided over sasemo no bi no asemo mo kan say Dr. Dufour should be made to face the law any wo famu na ne ho son na say Attorney General na wo no ye ne lawyer emra asemi ye de to no so na no ye ne lawyer na wababa ya Attorney General no aso wo drop sa asemi a emu orem kakra and amanfo ka ho asem ebi so position is say what is the point in pursuing a matter when you sure so be wini na obe spend sika akoko to da bia na ye be wi asem no na nipa no ho son se ne nipa na ye ready so obeji atumu na wo so obetua bidia ene half a loaf is better than none se ne ka no brodo fa de eye cheze oni brodo kra enti se 60% na ogia ene encourage no onye na utia lawyer for no kra the lawyers are even divided over the decision of the Attorney General to drop ASI Unibank Assembly. Ebimu esusu say it was just mere witch hunting. Ebimu esusu say there was grounds for the revocation of bank license and the subsequent prosecution of bank no empening for. Binim bia ugina wasemu ho. The NDC eka say corruption in kitase sha koso abinda da ni mu no. Omo be mamra na ye adwuma. Omo be recover eniema amanfo awia. Omo e wo se kwada afiase ye de ombe kwakotum. Na for NDC rank and file any one mo a etai NDC achi a womo te sa message ase anu nti womu nya hope odwoma ha mahu se womo obetimi aba be reset Ghana na wama krono akoso no yatwenkofo aso no ebinum so asem ne se womo de anya 60% asemu. There are a lot of people who are expecting to see nkofo back in jail. Omo person who say won nkofo atikwa de omo wura jail. Eno na for some people a dead dey say you fight corruption. Ebi mu de no say you fa obi ntumu a there is no evidence that say you fight corruption. And for a lot of people, see do obi bekwa kwanyina court edi na asem awie ne yede ne bekwa koto afiase se oman sika wa ne basabasa wawie wadi wode akoma ne wode akoye biribi foforo no so nipa ne bekọ jail wo ho no mu susu se no ene abotoye mu ade a omu peso mu hunu eno na ebinum furu se eno si a ne bebo nkofo hu but there are those who also of a different view say enye no ne bema obi nso nkonkobokro no. But ye fantun seni ani na awie bibie phone lines na ye ni hu nkomo ye mo hu nkobo fiada de ekodi se ya me ne wa ne nkyerɛkyerɛ ya adwene won sem no ho mbie mu nto ho na ye ndi hu nkomo na watwe ya nso armed men bi ekɔ bekwai forestry commission for wɔn office wɔn kɔto hyɛ forestry commission for no office no so ɛde wɔn ankasa padlocks ɛtoto ɛyɛ offices ni mu mrante no kɔ no mu kuratuo kura pump action guns be mienu ɔmo hyɛ khaki uniform wa ya pamamo ɔmo the same design ɛhyɛ sojafoɔ ne apolisifoɔ boot ye bia ebi kura bobɔ walkie talkies ni ade coat of arms bubu ebi mu ho ɔmo kɔ ɔmo so ɔmo national security ɛna me no ka sɛ national security for so mu ni mu ɔmo imposters. Minister of Lands and Natural Resources na watwi ba say yenchi sankrofo no ne enfom kogina semdi bia me no ka say yenchi obia na de nti ne yenchi obia municipal chief executive owo ho a me ne kasa na watwi ya ese emrante ne NDC fo nti ono o maka ne bokọ so o monko na omunim de na wofom nti na wo mo abeto ahye forestry commission so aloke o mo offices. Bibusa ne se na MC edien wodie wo mu ne sen enya wodie wobehwa ma emra ya adwuma nti wo agency wo wase na emrantie bi NDC fo abeto ahye sa agency ne so a wo so me NDC fo nti oni o maka ne bokọ nti Ghana mra na me yefa anya adwuma ana o me NDC fo nti ya suspend emra na ana to the extent that the MC eka kire me na watwi mabotape na awie o say police commander craft friend say yamano orders wo mecham emrantie no emo no ye in charge of municipal security MC no eka kire commander no so we hu hia so obachi obia omo ye party for me ni omaka meja omkwan mo konti no o de commander ma ne ntwere ho ena commander no ye law enforcement officer e wo so de Ghana mra ye adwuma no ono so MC ni kan sa kire ni nti wa me emra na nya adwuma enu nti besi na ye nchi obia ewie na watwi nso sansemi abesene atwamu ekobie obekire wadwene ewo sa ensemi enyina ho na watwi nso mebo MC bi abaso an apa manya krobo MC honorable Kwesi Lawe mebo na abaso na watwi pa se obeka me ho na ye nyina ya sambo na abaso anke be me de MC ono podo DC eho district ono ankasa no ya assemblyman ena ene Jomahama baye wabenya DC edi no why assemblyman to nim enema ekoso assembly nim on san kofo ya revenue collectors ya assembly so mo na market ahodo na omotete tickets ma adwadifo giska efi omo ho ni adade 1 cedi ni 2 cedis ni adade krono pa wo mo bo apamanya krobo ho no na fom krono pa enti DC hwe books no mu anu hu se na sika ni nyina awe he ofa receipt book na pages ni bi wo hokora ya tutu ya tete afiri mu ene ofre DFO district finance officer ofre revenue collectors corner office and local office no se book na eda ho no pages na atete wo mu nyina omofa hu sika nyina amra mo beje di se amunumu ho ano DC no etimi retrieve more than 60,000 Ghana cedis ne office ho ano otimi eje more than 60,000 Ghana cedis cash. If you revenue collectors you ho ho district finance officer no krampo de yema no police escort omo kokofodua commercial bank eno koyi 23,000 Ghana cedis cash district ni sika enti na wotwi mabebo DC abaso pa se honorable Kwesila we wayade na koso ayesa na sisi santokuro no kwan emayen sisi santokuro ni nyina kwan na eyam de bia mebusa se inter assembly si Dr. Bamian ka digitalization nyina nti omo ahunu so omo be digitalize bia na enemrem krono ne pressure wo krom ha utimi de ticket man kofo so omo kwotete ngi sika fambra and akire di asorabofo na ekwaji sika nti no woji obi adi no enti honorable awe DC ma apamanya krobo district assembly ewie yebo abaso na Ghana mind ase se wa fi wani na wo hwe nsem no na utu anamo a ebeboa ye nyina ye interest but na wotwe anso mate asem bi na asem ne ha me pese metwema mpani adwen siso because ya hwe ni ye a e de asem beba
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Menema kenkanya pa kenkanya nti na menamwa na mekọ kenkan bia na mekopie news item bi so say Roads and Highways Minister Honorable Gavins Kwame Agboja Honorable ewie michia papa na no mebo abaso wa ha na abaso bo a medema wo ne say wakwa ye bridge be within a very short time wa fact wadwuma na so mani pa oye mane ye fe ze me refi kuro ni din dia ba achim nkuro ni bi na bridge na kuromafo ne nam so no na ehu obusan say enti ne o minister bi mmiri bi ye twemu na de we koso na DC wo ho na regional minister bi wo ho ena nkofo nam twede we so a ebetimi aguagu maku nipa bebre at any time. So Minister Kwame Agboja ko ho no ko hu ye no se na mpani ni nkrom ha omye close bridge ni down within some few months ni aye bridge ni foforo kra ti be betena ha bo na abaso to na bo mesan bo abaso bi na emom akwa asem bi a asem na waka no ama me ye mo ahyeme na mesere mampani se awie wo tie no obi tie on kan kire mampani se on frɛ roads minister ne finance minister se enkomo bi a wo so o ma hyase no o mo hwe ni ye Minister of Roads and Highways na no eye okọ accounting to the people series EBA akwai announcement bi se Ghana ye wie IMF program we ya ye be consider say ye be ko pension funds mu ni akoyi sika free pension funds mu ni ye de akwakoye akwan me kan de no yem hye me pa ni cheche mu ni say ye hieska e de aye niema e de aye mpuntundwuma de aye akwan ne ane ho niema bebre e big push ya ye kan e sika buburuja na ban hia na IMF program na ye wo mu no ye mbosia bo capacity no ye hwan so se entimi mo besia program ni strict pa untimi nkwa ban fotuo bia mu nkobo besia so de koye biribi na nkampo wapia bontene so okope sika bi oba bi dia ba ba ya de tinasam ni se ye wie IMF program na se school prefect wie school no kwa se headmaster epon no kwa na panin bia ni school a ye wo se efa kwa mi so na futu a ye de ato ho no mo a ye de hwe pensioners no ye nkomu ni nkoyi sika ni bi ni efa nkoya akwan I will plead caution. Pension funds enye sika bi a ye didi agro. Pension funds. So if the finance minister, any roads minister, edi nkomo bi contemplate se omo be use pension funds e de akwa ya kwan after ye wie IMF program na wo munwini hu biem ye mpesi ebedum pempenso bi a haircut bi besesi biem na yentimi nye sika ntua pensioners wo mo pensions because aban akobo besia wo ho no mo a wo de akoye kwan a wonya sika ne mehye mu nti na yentimi miti ye obligations to pensioners ye mpɛ that scenario metin komo no me yama hye and me gina ha nyina me ho popo because you see about pension funds ye wo be ya hodo miensa ye wo snake de na ye nim deda no bosumi bia de no ane ye wo tie 2 ane ye wo tie 3 na ukohwe tie 2 no tie 3 na aban na wo se odi se sika ne ma adwumayefo no na adwumayefo na decide fund manager kro mo pese om di om sika ne ma no no manage ma wo mo me ne wo ka say arrears go ho bebre from John Mahama part 1 tier 2 pension funds arrears a wo jaye sika wo sa ban de ma workers no no mo de koma wo mo fund manager na da atwo mo ko pension a o matimi eja a survive wo ho kakra emra na yakoye na yaye ne saa aban defaulted in paying sika no aban na ne baaye obetua eka no dodo na ono so abaka ni bi di ato ho ama John Mahama abai ono so ba behwe na tier 2 pension funds e wo ho no e wo sa aban de ma workers no no mkoye o investment enti if tier 2 kra no eye den ma aban se obe meet obligation no pepepe what is the guarantee say pension funds e wo ho no sa aban kobo mu besia so de koye kwan a aban diska ne beba be hye ho na pension bi hia ni sika yetimi di ama no eye dangerous thing misremu eye dangerous me maintain that say ese di ekobo awura pension funds mu di akoye kwan ya kwan a yeyi ni krom ha mo kai mo simu di to booth beba besi na yente ho nkomo ni yi o mo simu be ye no abefo kwan yente ho nkomo ni yi what is the guarantee say aban ye road na sika odi ye road no obenye sika ne back no de aba betu ba bi okofa no pensioners ye mombo already no sika ye tua mo mo no enye niso eno so de yebetu adwumayefo fo se ne wo pension a wo gi so a na kire se wo ye adwuma na waka tua sua no kure wo mu no ntime se wo ye adwuma negotiate for a good salary emo ani nkwa allowances no ho o basic pay na ye de ma wo no eno na wo so wo he ma ekosoro because o pension no eno na ebegina so de calculate to kwajeje allowances bebre bosumi so na etua na kase ama na o pay ankasa ye de ama senetefo no eye kuketua bi a obekọ pension no aye mobo di pensioners na ankasa mu no enkoyie sky omunya ni sua at least government after government ya de pass over the years ankanya na anu ye ekoye yi a anka ebi currency da se pensioners sika kura ye de ensaka mismanagement nti na anu pensioners sika kura ye tete so am ye de omka until with that experience aban must be cautious. Na say you we IMF program na utimi kobo besia o capital market utimi ko abontene ko piskaba but esremo pensions kan de adabraka aban bo besia e chance na watua yempe ayi abusuamanso bia wo krom ha yempe abusuamanso bia aban ka so subsidize ade a ebeba bedane ka kese da ho sa ban ka so ofa ka bi a oh we de munya ma me we bia metua o de mo fama wo mo akire me de bebro e ka buburo na ban ebo. And there is no guarantee, at least under the Fourth Republic, you the way I have governed Yemen. There is no guarantee. Say a bank of a snit and I say pension funds or kobomu besia so the kwaya kwaya. Ye nimpaso a bank be scan back into pensioners who kwachere or mother. To the extent that Tier 2, Tier 3 ni ade ade aban timi meet obligations ni pepepe no e kire problem. Na nka ses kanu mpodi anka aban tua bosome akatua otete ses kanu nyina. Enti se enu mpo wontimi nya na ne okobo mu besia no de beba. Ti Honorable Minister of Roads and Highways. Oh yade. Oh yeah, de ububa ye a contractor some free site nyina kasa denti watimi am ebi mu akoba ka wo mo ye adwuma eye na momu no wo pesika ya akwaya kase akase a hwe ba be fufuro no ko pesika na mfa wa adwene nsi pensioners sika so pensioners sika ni adaje omusika ni adaje Yenina ye be ko pension one day. It is in our interest. Bonsa aban kobo besia wom. And utie minister na o describe pension funds no. Utimu se scan wa mini na to ache o. Ne kasa mu utimu so say pension funds ka no eso. Also more some huge amounts be. Epamucho TUC Samonte ya me ka kire mu enkomo na afiase bi no unions ahodo labor unions ahodo amokrum ha muntie ni yie na mo mfama maso endi san komo yachi no chena kwankwa yese na ena ye nim na se ye kan ye ne mu kan ye ne kwa da bi ena ahya asie mumpa mumfiase nka ho asem cause ehu pa sa ban be kwa kobo besia o pension fund muso de kwa koye ekwan so de kwa koye business bi kura this ka besan ba kura there is no guarantee sa ban because you see aban sika no ho obi atwe aban o obi atwe aban na ne ehia aban de aye pressing na aban hweska de ye ti se koba so so kono kotua pension funds back na sem kese bia beto na se ska ne da ho a instead so be kwa kotua no de be kwa solve sa problem no na fe abedane emrewane nkokora ye demonstration bia senate ntimi ntuom sika ma wo mo anase yesremo pension funds ne de mu pe ba bia akobo besia mu nko ba bi fufuro but ho de Dr. Tuforcing hwehoni ye na pensioners yenkofobia wo ka wo no anka wo mu yi a wo ncha wa ba mu wo do wonsa ka pension fo sika na wonfa wonsa nka ni yi a wo ncha wa ba mu because pension and the pressure wo de to ne ba so no wo de nabufu be kwa koto abetia wo pension na mu esane sa man na montuo nti wonya sika okobo some a ne sika menti wo de pressure to ne maso ne menso madwuma nkoyie ejena na nkwajo pension na me kwa pension skari ni ho ene yesi me nkomra na ne aban kura said yen na chese wo build disaffection de ama wa ho bosia akobo yenti ebewi akire no na abusua ba ko no esane se pension sika ntimi nkonti the whole family adwa aban because the government policy ti Dr. Tuforcing some more contemplate using pension funds to construct roads please think again where true pa
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Enche na me be activate phone lines na ma na watching nkomo aye die nyina no waba mu bi saa na ye ne fiada bia na ya sane nsemu ni mu agu ho na ya kyerɛkyerɛ nsemu ni mu na afi won so de wadwen kyerɛ na ba na yetie o enche me be phone lines na ma na wo de saa adwen kyerɛ no aba ama yakasa na said yetie no ma me fa nko Dr. Zeng asoeye Dr. Zeng deodorant na me kan for dia ma Dr. Zeng deodorant deodorant bia ɛyɛ natural ne ɛwɔ mu nnuro ne ahoɔden ɛwɔ mu ni nyinaa no ɛyɛ natural me ka sɛ natural na kyerɛ free plants mu na plant a ɛfiri mu no ɛyɛ Eugenia chlorophyll flower ɛno ɛna ya extract ɛyɛ nnuane nnuro a ɛwɔ mu ɛde ayɛ ɛyɛ Dr. Zeng deodorant yi na Dr. Zeng deodorant yi ɛyɛ deodorant a deodorant lasts for 7 days. Sa deodorant we say o de ye wo motu mu a lasts for 7 days. Ejina ho o de be kwa about mfifire wonten carbon bia wo ho da. O be dware agusu ne de na Dr. Zeng eda so ebo 5 wo motu mu a je say obo ama wo motu mu no aye kama. Se enka wo ho pa na cause enka wo ho a enkonko yusu perfume based roll-on ana deodorant ebe se asem no kra Dr. Zengi wonte scent bia wo mu enya dia bete scent wo mu wonte scent wo mu na emomu no esanso yi scent efiri wo ho. Can you imagine wonte scent te bia wobemte perfume Dr. Zengi ni mu enso eyi enka efiri wo ho. That is the magic of Dr. Zeng deodorant. Na okoda na dwoa na odi ayo motum odi yo motum a tumuda ade chia no pa enyusu roll on na deodorant bia ne odi yo motum na dwo na de koneko dware feel free ko dware uwi a memfa hwemfa motum shawata ade ne ko adwuma obekọ krumu aba na o smell fresh ade be chi dware guso sa obekọ krumu aba na o smell fresh. Be kanfo Dr. Zeng deodorant edi amao esane se mi ankasa me yusu bi enra omo ma me 2 boxes bi eja me dia kosi fie ye ko aboso kan omo ye partners na se ne nra na manfo gu Dr. Zeng no so no wo twen de o ma na ye active no kono ko pe bi ma wo mo oba boarding school a to Dr. Zeng koma no because when e check 7 days ni no ade a ebegina ho saa na odenam nti senetie no enenema mu oden ti se wo product a o use baako a ebema o 7 days impact ni effect a o twen den ma menyina we so na me activate phone lines ne ma ne bra ahoma no so 0555 657278 0555 657278 Maybe phone lines in the summary na watchi enkomo a abeto dwa no nso aba abekere wadwene ewo ho na yetimi edi eho enkomo oba homa no so no ma kasa nso eho ate na wate kasa ho na yakoye nim. The very first caller is on the line. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Udini baby Afrifi.
Good afternoon, Papa.
Good afternoon. Udini baby Afrifi.
Baba ni kaze amasama.
Yo, Baba Ganet you na we na watwi mu nsem.
Bibi na se ti on ka che. Eja o di ahye mu kakra.
Fache me.
Mo me anka no kure. Aba dollar no. Bibi mo on transfer na so mo bo amaga na ye you. O ba ka se dollar si no, MPP ni bia ba o mo se artificial. Bibi. Mo ko ba kai. O mo se artificial. Na yentimi so temi ba dollar na be safro. And they are young and now almost a credit nafa. Hey, mother, Mommy, I shall be before you. Almost be about artificial. Nanyan correct and throw no at what $1 no $90 channel. And then you are most of the credit of Mumu upon my yen and I'm a dollar dinner. You okay, Ogana, and all answer. Mesi misaka ibi unsa de dia me na me ka kire obibi. Ni ansa na NDC be fra ba mu no. Na me ka bia so atema me be hwe se NPP ba ye no na doko no 1 cedi, any 1 cedi 50 pesos. On be fra ba mu na 5 cedi. Nti me hwe se before NDC be free so no, e be gina ho. Ana doko nanim, ana so beti. E ho na e be hu se NDC so ya de ana so mo nya de. Ana secondly ora no. NPP ba ye someone the at the first no. I'm profound can say ambulance case no. Then no make you can my and I'm a boy.
Empa.
No, you scan and campaign at the pa. Omu cast of money and the case we are share good scan way, yashi, ambulance na package wa done bola. And so biba now bet my modern disease a crowd said you do a yamu abwa amenya be more. Some said you can be anye. Bibi, anti san kebe yete dia case no be wi kwa no akolu case no. No aboka. Na se ni para da so betua. Dia ne boni are.
Nti wo support to plea bargain won.
I support to pa bi.
Okay, Mate.
Na ebina more example no. I support the case no ko fon so ko betua eka. Na ko man so man ambulance akọ. Omo se da bi. Sika no we ashi.
Sika no ashi.
Ankwesishi.
Be da say.
So bi ba no be di kakra say.
Okay.
And as the NPP for I apply almost 30 place am I. And you pay nyina on pese abeka e bia no mu duwa bebom na ya beka on e discard e bia no mu duwa bebom
na say we dey NPP for na dey buy we dey new NPP for na dey buy I attend general na dey buy. Hello, good afternoon. I think so. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Pacho dini baby afrifi.
Didi Michael Neklago.
Pacho say
Michael Neklago.
Michael from Klagon. Yo. Yeah. Michael Ghana ti o na what
dollar na on the 7th general nurse
men kai exactly but na was so chain ne
ebebu 14 today
na wo between 14 and 15
it is na about 10 na obi say am fa credit ni ma won na ono wo na 15 today the crowd ni ye hwe na emba 12 cities and 13 cities no be about 10 na one say the about the body man. Uti fie na ofie nwi obi be rent fie no within 2 weeks na fie na ja nwi a wo efere anu na ye ana no be rent no ye ana bibi your friend DSTV for
yeah
na this office communication minister say want we ne so
want to so dia e be twom license mu
yeah pa because how say ya be tia compass 380 Ghana cedis a month.
Apart from sports, so nya kanyina repetition kwa.
And I say it show to say so nyamina ya
na teko.
Masa o ma che kra say ya wa timi a wonko ya bre
won mate. Michael from Klagon made us me call I am the next caller so hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Pacho dini baby afrifi.
Uncle Bo.
Pacho say.
Uncle Bo.
Uncle Bo yo. Uncle Bo we ogina yin. Ama sama. Na what three months aminti o.
Na eso ja for so aye no amuye ni enke ni ye o. Eso ja for the matter. Enko mu ni agro. Until you ka police ni there, e betima suspend no. They are due before complain. And it's all kind of so the inside one in the end of when they yet the matter of Banaba. Until I told you about now, one was in ye. Another way on 10 years better about Proba now, so you have more possibility. Or we are the Wusu, overcall by force, Upesababu Proba, and push you say, on the Sepaka, money, or be no one there, or Musa Abano. Young Yanasa, so the media matter.
Okay, mami busa se.
O my imagine say, on person me se sefa kwani sefa kan. Se me ye peda na wa posisi mansin no. O mu nyule ga na ho.
Utie me. Usu di ni edem biem, bo di ni biem mami. Uncle Ebo tie me. Uncle Ebo. Se me fa ne so nam circle na assembly asi. Na journalist abusa se o we eyewitness. Na me pese me ni udi nkomo wapene so ne bedi nkomo no akere ne yesiye na oye saade we ya soja ni twi belt si ususu obo a wo ebe yode
do before complain as a witness and
what is do before complain? We are in a democracy. Pacho Mesro.
Before the complain.
Me say
they do before complain. I'm too concerned before. But what's the here? It's all about so to know where the matter and to know what buyer. And to be able to tell me the number or no. Oh, what do you need? Oh, you can't tell me the number. And to what do you say here? And cut away from saying to you. You are in my way and I'm one of my boy. And I'll be able to take it out. But what to do?
Uncle Ebo. Asam na wo kano wankasa video no wedi wonya bia hwe na meba ede ani do before complain was ade no journalist na wo ye na adwuma no bone be no aya enu nti wo se soja ni bo no
na ye ko bo ada ya sebio woni se obi anu wo ja pade aye be se na be ya abe ni be so no ka edu ko tu so se pa sa ide kum ko se ja pade ya nti e dey soja for ko nti you see ya so ko wa na so ya wa bi ni
Pacho, I'm not interested in your thoughts. I think I have to take you off. Also saw 777 Hello, good afternoon.
Honorable baby.
Yes, sir. Pacho, dini baby afrifi.
Me Pacho, me libi awoza, me frefi so ugeti ma fremi. Debu ana the only elite person NDC. Nyamisha anu ejuma pa we.
Yawuza debu, gane tiyo na watri.
We kuja the police station na mokolneta otie mupa onijo ashama. Nyamia sunge nkamo. So, asenokwe yanto 7. Mimi ya Muslim. Ebi ameka chonsam se no chini mukano ekwasea asebi bi enim se sojafo etwa na mobina musume kan once and then na what about what to kum and this for the chimano ada na this for your complaining baby
ya uza mitio pa
she now no obi e de na tiboko fa bibi e ma me teshi adichia usubi midimrika kwa fo na sabi na unyansa na ka okakra dem pa na she with that essential bibi ati senya wutina sumu a wemu na wenim never say bibi won say buefu essential na me tin sabi wiase bebia nkatiboni efrankati papa mo bebia sabi dwei na atene ebibechia nemo babebia tu bebia ya nebe kotoko ne na kwa kotikoko ne sube pamfaso ne senchofu ba kumienu bi twa na mobina senya 7 pedasa soje ni dia pa na ahia hu be pa na bo mu itiboni be ana sencho ni kwa na won dey yan dia asam na obebi sai ana mobe no to asebe ye kwasa asam tese mu bo senchofu asum na mi ye koto baile abako tu na lo wa kai ya mu video bi say police ni wo na mu do say so to NDC wo to George man mama na ebinu mu anamo bi ani bi tu akoko ekitra jana abi ku NDC ni wase na wo support to akose se edimi yoko na ndimi ebe kwa ba last week wo sha wo fast wo bu se bi o yeso troni ni ati lo aso ni pono ko ni wo ya do Ghana ni do NDC na be say NDC so we ni George man mama Ghana president one ministers mo sha wo fa mo na sifa ni asoja fulu bi any police fulu bi and so ko na security fulu o kita jana wo take kitama wo le ye be time because no be ye amwaro why say ye obi ye bia na so because of what by NDC number ya ndo ko kamu so mi kasa dodo how did you say for so sa mo yan kan ko ntiri pa ale
Yawuza me da se. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Pacho dini baby afrifi we.
Devil is a liar, make a sound from Bodumasi.
Devil is a liar from Krobodumasi. Ni agane ti o na watri mu nsem.
Yeah, me bo about to jumpa odi.
Me da se.
Na mu dem wo Krobodumasi lie.
Sharp. Ye cha Krobodumasi fu nyina.
Yeah, okay. Yo, me bo me DC abasu. Apa manya DC waya banya michirano. Iba edima pa wadi. Misra ye DC podifoni nyina mu ya onuso. Na musu mu di saji mo mu ji sasikana ya kodi amoko ho a. Omudi sha omuto mu amudi nukwa no. Mu njinu mu babu o man no. na me san twa ma asem so a media me bi sa sa se ya soja afọ no e dey na ogbo soja mu a se omu pie bebi a na omu bu obi a ohia uba problem ya krobo ha the electricity assembly see no
yeah
if you buy all the soldiers you buy am emrowa mutimi ma prayer class soldier for everyone when me say that the kwasiga na you know soldier betimi akwa ma ye mu bu abrowa betimi abu obi oni hu ye dey mo ya tero mu so mbu enkokra na say emrowa disability person all you of match no mabu na ba sa awo Bete asemonte mabona ba ewoluwa manya ha na tito nipa wajira ho amu ni sia gbati mu na na emi bi saga na soldiers so yes to now we dey yes from yes mu ko be visa mu ko di juma bia ya nkasa mu ko buru nkofo ya journalist na mu di ni yes wan kasi ya ntremo na mu twa ba mu sati bubu no na we yes abe ni mu
eno ne question nyansa be ne wo mu
oh
be da siminia I mean come him hello good afternoon. Yes, sir. Pacho Dini baby Afrifi. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Pacho, wa home ani twetwesi. Udini baby Afrifi. Okay, let me send the line them what. I'm coming next line. So, hello, good afternoon.
Hello. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Mr. Brown.
Pacho Dini baby Afrifi.
For Kwame.
Also for Kwame. Okay, online me break it. O free here we. O free here.
Aka.
Okay. Come meet you, Ghana you.
Mr. Brown.
Yes, sir.
This is my first time I'm for program.
Okay.
With that,
that's it.
In fact, we are one of the finest gentlemen of my man.
That's it.
You see, it is. But for the look at things, we will be a family in this way, PP. Yes, it's come. I'm going to pass it. Okay, we discuss low started, maybe disproportionate, but don't say it was to start at the field. In fact, we are learned. We are learned. I didn't call from Mr. Brian say, education, especially at the basic level, you know, because I don't know. I think it's time now. I say Ministry of Education, DS, almost understanding.
Okay.
As a teacher, for baby, now we take advantage of that studies, you know. What you want? So there's no life wire. So there's a couple say, only a couple more pussy, almost a couple of you. I can say, Mom to studies him. But the rate I am too much.
Extra classes and
exactly.
Okay.
Yes, the rate to too much. At least it's already later the car. Say at least say 5 years they were to make 50 pesos. The answer once a year on two. I'm going to this year the following year. Number two, Ukoka. Don't say a parent association for no Jim too. Now, principally, so I'm going to I'm confused. I'm going to have. Now, to the sense of I'm a best classes camper. I can't be school of India. Only by force, only scarcity. Nadi. Idea a very worrying, very disturbing.
When a course or public schools and answer private schools.
For that means so far public schools.
Public schools.
Public schools.
Now, extra classes fees. Who's the teacher for the milking colano?
I'm telling you. One back camp. I'm going to go force. On the issue.
I buy school.
I'm in school. I'm telling you.
School bang. Who bet me mama one school?
Me one of them. So I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to disclose.
So what we'll do is that me know Kasewia, we have your number. We'll call you back now. What boy and with information about me, ama ya baby shishim. Why?
I've been started.
Okay.
All
right, come Miss Medasi. My main comment next caller sooner and twaso. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Pachodini baby Afrifi.
Pacho Idiana Beni.
Ediana Ba. Unia na watwi mu nsem yeni nkomo.
Didi.
Eja.
Woni didi.
Eji so kan.
Me nana a watene. O kana sendi emedi kire me. ɔse ɛnkyene wɔ nipa ne tɛtrɛma so a wohu sɛbe anam wɔ nipa ne tiri mu so a wohu ɛhefa ana ɔman mu sɛbe nsɛnkyerɛni akɔ so ɔkɔ akɔyɛ n'adwuma na me a meyɛ timanini mengyina me baabi a sɛbio menka de nhyɛ mu yɛ na ɔba bɛbisa m'asɛm na yɛate agu me so sɛ nsɛnkyerɛni sogyani ɛbɔ me nti ɛno no yɛ papa yɛfrɛ ne sɛ do before complain.
Wow, sure.
Wonim bibi.
I just saw Cambra.
79, 81, Biesa, Betty Huipa. A soldier 40 go or memu, innocent people, I a bromo, ukumomo. And ma said the one sending for near her, yet the two almost on even a pesky who no memuana. Yes, sir, Chiapacho. A democracy and Yabemu. A soldier for no more years, and said you over go can say a soldier for Odo Sako can soldier for or money bebo, and ye be no more gubara for no. Omunira nenye papa na. Said you, Omunira nenye papa. Eti Yamaya son sembia said you a do on me that twice and you never saw ako or say you move you. Nyamenka ho
Dianaba Nyamenka ho so pa. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Pacho dini baby afrifi.
Hello, friend Maxwell, Mr.
Maxwell.
Pacho
so kase free. Akonsombo. Oh, nice one. A hobo ko there.
Nyame adumo.
Yo, e de nyame ase. Ghana tio na watwi mu nsem.
Pacho na ni me first time.
That's it.
Pacho asoja for na sense for na ya mugo mo. The job for mo djuma mu ya ntina na ya cheni e wo Ghana e wo ko so Ghana ha ni ya. Temuni ho Ghana ni ho. The sergeant na o mu ya no asoja for no ya o mu nyai na e gbo. E sam bia ni. Oni ya menya djuma.
Me penesa sharp ne akwa anim na obi so anya kwan a kire na adwene e wo nsem no ho. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, for friend
Danny Frefin here we.
Ato Frefin Pekuma.
Opekuma. Danny Ghana tio na watwi mu nsem.
Oni.
Baby.
Ya Mr. Diaba mo man kan kre. O man mu ne wo no. Yo support bo ne sin papa.
Ampa o.
Me papa, me na na o me mama. Na me fa ne kransie we so Jennifer. There was no single day since I was me Abo bi abra nipa ni nye sheda. But this is the case. If you dia aswadi fu.
Ampa.
Intino eden uni bi ya meka se take off. Soja no ya fa na bia weni edin intino. Baga biga na otizongo no. Ono ana obeko soja na imagine say baga biga. Wako soja obeya nyomapa.
Was a training in reforming. What is same crowd who go through military training now? You must be a changed person, a disciplined person.
Okay. I understand you very well, but the thing is, we are seeing on us in Ghana as we are.
Yeah.
As I said, we support bad than good.
And no crepa.
In United, why are they not just look at this. The man that called the first time. Look at his statement.
Unkillable.
And yet, the person is human. And I mean, I some of my friends say, "I'm all for policy. It will, it will protect this." Friend is saying, "Mumu juma your phone." Because my no one mukro my this here. Maybe film juma but this is a case. There's no policy like protecting you people.
Oh, there is. In fact, we have laws. Laws who cry, say, a boy, a human who buy. Constitution who cry my special place. We had the fourth estate. Say, you were boy who buy. Now, so I some 2 years, I'm running near Juma.
Okay. How then I'm running near Juma? Or when am I saying?
When you are 7.
Because the car was the last 2 years, last 3 years. You could present, I had it on radio. But I didn't see. You see the case? You know what, Jeriva? I was in my ID card there. And gidi BC, that was when Yaya Mami, how I come some war and the banner second.
Okay.
I was asking, say, your bony person to so be your cancer movie.
Sir?
Why is it done like that? We want to understand. We employ them. They don't employ we, but they want us to suffer. Hello,
good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bibi.
Yes, sir. We didn't baby a free fair.
Mr. Mensan from Labadi.
Mr. Mensan from Labadi. Ghana Tio na watri.
Mr. Bibi,
yes, sir.
Any other politicians, somebody area.
So,
because MP people claim say the end for a the praise of movie. Omulay Foundation. 2017. MP people power. Omubo yabo de almost omuno yo. Jaden and then so one hand over more way no more. One side glory emo. Side parties may say you omo.
And no
because almost diagro. The cabana se case mona wuja canoa. What's the vigne? But papa won't be a farmer. What thing change your papa near farmer? But Bonina won't be also the vigne with you. Also, if you from a temper. Or sit down again, you hold on more accountable to whatever they leave behind.
That's right.
Yes, sir. They'll always be jeopardizing of our lives or be pulling our legs. Yes, you almost said.
Nyame enka ho so chief. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Pacho, udi ni baby afri fie wie.
Reading Pacho, ya new.
Ya. Hey, ya boko de.
Boko ara obi.
E do ba de ase. O ba de adom nso me ho ye pa. Na watwi.
One shot, oh, be Obia to so ano sorry.
Me da say.
Nambo, women, say, Mamma started short or the soldier for it, and to be back at your almost soldier for fire. No, Mamma by you. NPP, what I thought, Bamiaka called the 15 minutes never. Neboa.
Okay.
And then this is all the city.
Yeah.
Now, no better solution. So, what you can be said. When you jumo, ya party kwamio, ya and to be out of and course of Bayanka and course about the system by Juma. Mother, I said look at that attendee. What if the MPP needs to say good morning after the initial year and son what you so? Man, also the politician kata no chiganasi. I am Kurapa and if the MPP do what you matter. Oh, almost on some Sabo nobody. Oh, but Ghana no matter in changes. Ghana Sako Chibi. Mamma the Bombardiano, Samboa, Abobo, cause of debt fund, debt fund, no discargo to Omobano, no, the Cotis if you have the Chimney Pans or Muslim and Chino. Most of them accountability. Matter, anti Ghana, NDC. Yeah, you know, thinking, yeah, that. Member did win
David.
NDC by Minaka Pre, NDC by Dunyame. And so, say, Timmy Amaswa, baby. The Quackram of the Tensi Amakinawaba. So, make not a tensi that Tobaira at a Congo at Chinam.
Hey, and
never because Tobaira about Ghana.
And no bet me the tensi this at Tobaire. Okay. Send me my year. Matthias. Never
be attended by the Koso. Ghana. By the sister Ghana. After him and Mikoton toast. I told you, I don't know, maybe she may not send it to the Mammy Kakurake. Near support a pa, the name of the Batoma. Kakran, I can manage it.
Okay.
Among the cousin in Pesca and a moment to man and cousin. But also, so much 50 Ghana, I'll send me in the ma. Then never be the 50 Ghana, I could buy it back.
Okay.
Now, so my name is Bibi. I think I'll better get in my account. I want to say, Mommy and my people may die. Mata, who be an in now? It's a Colanzo in a school.
I made us.
This is the Obian, but there's a Colacito my time, people. What's the matter? MPP, the Mambo would interest say anything.
Yeah, infancy and I'm a movie from so kind. Hello, good afternoon. Yes, sir. I assume you in council.
well, you are very man, and I'm more
Nana mo committee wo kan chepa.
Bibi, yeah, that's from one to school about. Don't be school about almost school fees, I know who does this, no. Bibi, and you better. The many let them be very ready for the mediation for Ano. This is your school, you let me use 3 years, them in free time, no, at a party.
Matthias, yeah.
Yeah, no, coach and best man.
Matthias,
This is my incoming national organizer. You know, Nanaki. The to be a national organizer, obviously, actually, MPP vote, any voting voters with the unit power. Nanaki will be a challenge.
And only when wasn't why Nanaki. Meeting di.
Oh, on to the dinner.
There be.
Oh, I communicate now.
Sir, any meeting. Nanake. Okay. I think he's been on this show before. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
On can't let me show up a national organizer. One way you must treat. I see.
National organizer.
Okay.
Because I'm glad that you be NDC anthem. Put it with a step and ask them, and the people is a bottle of some other organizer.
Mate.
The airport and the soldier for airport is the airport. Bibi, and yet, I say, because the media, the Vina won't, is the very old bullets are I extend. Bibi, the Omega airport, the Omana, Omania view. It is a benefit for what? Yes, I'm not going to. Yes, book is a job for our guy. So I am right as a trooper, anybody have a where here or with that. Kenya idea, and then passport any ever on my Ghana. So may idea any or time that I would about the end stuff or target before and or target any the first end your mind. Because I get to want to tell my who MPC on your time, and who MPC on your time, but the same time as I who had so where down, but other way go where down. Just say and pay for how much of my man can I get for 2 years or tiny or yard, and the ever your man or my every
and I'm welcome to say, Yamin Council. Hello, good afternoon.
Catherine and I'm say, Nanaki, medium in Penasem.
Oh, sir. So be our choice, Anna. And I would all choice your wine.
Opani, Mamma Chow, no patrol what to say.
About that, Mamma, who ye, Perceber has me who ni pay. Doctor, Mr. Nokrasana. Mr.
Nokre, Asa, the Catholic Caswa.
Mecha.
MP, no, former MP, no, or two. Could any trouble by the boom, did none of them.
What I do. But I meet you. I Manov, I MPP communicator, and I can say, or say, or Sidanka, or who any more Blikumanov.
No, or not.
We are going to tell you now what you also. Frimpon, Henry Frimpon,
Eba. Okay, Mamencha Madin Degree.
Okay.
Deputy National Communication Officer here, Ora Akuga. Let's from Penny for me, Mama Bojuma Papa. Joe Ashaman, Syria College and Texas, your chairman, or Bojuma or Boye. And I made him chairman to switch at Cornelis, Papa Babia, I mean, sure. Penny,
yeah.
The Pacho. Sanya Maya, you better FLC gentleman Mahamasi. I want the condemn or condemn normal instructions to say, if you move also. That's the near, but training for science and training in this room. You have to check a fear every man. If that dance, obedience is a big command. Police need a nina or will be so. But if you say a no so far, more Eman and EB,
interdicting. No crap.
Which I will say, on my penny and so a picture of so. You will name and you come and central Nibi, and the Kufado, any 9 minutes, and I want them to found. Miss Cabus, on my penny, flat house, and your bone,
Me pacho omo ye den fa ho. Judge ni ya ye ko pamo opani sabe ye kraman a wakọ dam kura no. Na nye bolga job. Ana me. And so NPP full soldiers et you go court to them or bad for. I will see the week. The buff and Puma the week be too. Eko wura me kobo na say.
Hey, now you know how.
Where did you go na fata no class?
Obedi.
Hey.
When you abre jama min kama.
When you abre akane wo mu na wo bi. Hey. Ko ni mo no bi a weekend to ai ko ni. Is that a class of it?
Say nyame ana sesi a ana kama me jaji opo ye e bi asabi e bi ko ana nka se mi obi oniba ana ko pon ya enkenyo how no mbia besi ama so ko bo ana ne fu ko pon ho a enyo how no ko mbia betu ni kuzu
yeah
no en ba to na mo be no tu e ye do mo sa ko ko no na ya prepare at the sika ye de beto nsu nyina aka tro o mdeta openi nemla Paul Adum Ochil ofo openi o me bi say Paul Adum Ochil ni krampo no one year juma kra mint mi kranka wa ye juma and central juma more than 20 years
no correct
openi it was part of the juma na wo ye no onye bosu ya ketua
adan o si entua nka
ni ti wo ketua so wo ni ajapade bia wo ni betia beli no ho a that is what part of the juma wo ye no onye ketua
Debio special prosecutor say offer 2 landed properties ewo ni din mu mbra oso oni dan
oni ejapade bia oni fie
oso oni fie
eduma na wo ye ne fain
na den wodi mi na katua
bibi enya me wanwa so otimi di sika almost 1 billion ekoto bronye bia so otimi di sika almost 1 billion ekoto bronye bia na wa me bobra awo maimu enya me wanwa so onye japade
na se bronye bia na nya ne dia
bibi obema biara sabi unye juma ye kura make sure say oba before so be wunu when ye kura no obenya basket card bi dia oba me boa ka tem sem boa
obi a dream no obi a vision no but any obi a so na benya hode no obeye
o se dey
me so obi a dream no but any obi a so na benya hode ne dia ye
enyo etipo yes unye juma ya unye me sabi bi many fry 30 years ni
when you fry how many years ni
30 years
30 wow
yes and you chirukra
okay
because at the age of 17 years although and come out toward that time no me di aduma until 2005 we am come to fee
okay
me grandpa said me nye fra no me make sure say me jajapade bi e dey ma me ma me aduma yo me ti dem me nkwa me ma enti Paul Adum Ochil ka tell so onye jopade a no di siwu no ho di siwu Ghanaians openi ye ba fre
na me bo obi a
any attorney general any special prosecutor
ma me busa question we
me di wie no yes
okay we ma me na busa
omo pa cho say omo nse ko bo o man Ghana sika mu di o man Ghana sika no omo betia yes ye de tom no omo make sure say omo ma Ghanaians oni pa omo ti sa boni we ya omo fa tire sa omo tia ka no omo ma Ghanaians ye hu ye ti identify say ni pa no ye so ye tia bom di say ni pa we ye do o man say omo ta no omo di o man egu obi to aso
Mr. Dokrasa okay I think so call hello good afternoon.
Your call has been put on hold.
You are not ready for me. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, on you ready. Minko before Frosuna. Minko Tieno. All right. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, I think so. We so a trip. I'm in far away. Hello, good afternoon.
Boss, good afternoon, sir.
Pachodini baby Afrifi.
A friend Gabriel from Sonitra.
Gabriel from Sonitra.
Oh, yes.
Sonitra Road. Okay.
Yes,
got it you.
For me, Kata Abshin a Bampaso or Borum one.
But your online ni breaky into maintain your cano. Also, person can.
I want to talk about the pension government want to borrow.
Okay. The pension funds, the minister talked about considering borrowing from, to construct roads. Yeah, sure.
The secret is that we have statisticians who can determine how many people will collect pension within the now and 5 years. And then they will leave that money aside. Whatever is after that amount will be used for what they said. Number two, if you want loan for a business, you have 3 types of loans or assistance you can seek for. Bank loan, loan from friends, or from your own environment. That's why you dispose of some of your items. And the interest no too high. Now interest no too high, so now this kind of bar. They will use internal, the government will put tax on small things. That's a tribute. But the pension at the hoka cra. Now in 5 years here, the full say a beboa cra, omun jaibi, and can a mark touch it in Kayano.
Now, the road na you be any at your back.
Road. I want to say, every year there are government budgeted for road construction. And if follow pension follow na advance. Not every year there a two kakra. But if you call Gilo man bar, interest not too high. Now if you Bobu Sanswa, they look down upon us. Let me tell you, most of these World Bank of years, just young guys, 35, 40 years. Who they'll tell you what they like. But that's the demand of their work.
Are you equally aware that the finance minister makes the point that, in fact, Parliament has approved his request to spend or to use all oil proceeds and mineral resources or proceeds to finance road construction?
Yes.
So,
oil money.
Yeah.
Also, oil no. Every day they are there 400 barrels. Every day. You see, peace. And you bulk amount I show I offer.
Yeah, but his point is that Sikabi a few oil processing, mineral processing, and yet the Kwakwaya road construction. In then a pension funds and so yes, and yes.
Governance no difficult. And you be there now, at once. You wait, you toss it, it's up and down, small. Okay, I heard my career. You call to journalists and their maltreatment. There's no single human being who talks a book or beer or a good. But also, they work within a time frame. If you can live there, please just live there. Then, because I do for complete. Because she won't live it there. Now, NBC and now Obiapra, they will blame him for not guarding his foot.
Chairman, on this occasion, there may so
what Bruno Yo, we see who generally go Juma, Maubisi Juma. Now,
Asemna da hono no he video no journalist no prevent suja from someone in Jumana.
Na me say. One say journalists call, let's say, Israel or more war frontier. They pose them very well. When they get to the Israeli side now, they go and introduce themselves. Say, is this what I'm going to do?
Have you listened to the account of the reporter? There was no security on the grounds. No be fresh soldier for say in some for cover demolition. And now soldiers no erashiba. It is not as if soldiers were there, they didn't take permission, they started filming. Let's speak based on the SC.
I'm not saying what they did to the guy is good.
But you seem to be justifying it.
No, I'm saying it's a precaution. Or no journalist, so and precaution. Share or benefit about office I better in 1 hour. On put a pen, on put a camera, but at some of will try a perfect. Mitomuye that kind of investigative a binamu manu ye kakaka. Okay. Unkuta pen, unkuta camera, unkuta phone. Into be an scenario.
Mate.
Oh, the boy, yeah. That's I catch fire.
Mate. But journalists must not operate in fear, thinking, say, I mean, a demolition exercise or pitemu. Now, usuro se soja ni babuntu kote 10 wecha. We should be able to feel free and do our work. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Me patrol dini baby afrifi.
Journalist no we court. Court ni e with eyewitness. Me boy, we judge. And I say no copy witness. So go come let us call for tomorrow station. No.
Charlie, call baby. Me so nsem fun so.
Me real.
Wo ha, okay.
No me real.
We ma me na me come next caller so.
But you to say Tuesday no bano me throw me friend. You are starting somebody that
Chama me here, me call pension one day, me a contributor. So it is equally in my interest. If I call on the TUC to pay attention to this conversation, me insight will be a
information flow no different. It depends the way you receive the message and the way you implement the import of the message. On the first of it, no,
but your TUC for no more riffraffs. TUC for no,
no.
They know. Maintain radio so a insight you will be so being quiet bonnet. Me say, TUC form an in this our conversation. Minister and so on the finance minister didn't come about a possible low number kwa Jeffrey pension fund. TUC for must police that conversation. How is that inciting people?
In that vein, what is only said one.
Now what is wrong? What is wrong with me? And today, Mejuman is saying, what is wrong with me saying and calling on them?
Entertain by say omunya you know me
so omunya den ka where they know me so omunya den
omupa mundi echire
what is wrong with that?
When the information came out no bacho obaka say this woman here na.
And what is wrong with me reiterating it? What is wrong with that?
It will incite somebody.
Incite who?
Or level B. You have starter of woman thinking. You have starter of woman thinking.
Chama, me that's why. Actually, why do you? Jumawe. I know Jumawe there.
Bibi.
Afakra de ni se befa. Okay, I think seven for course ni bi. Me the course ni nyina be si hanom na ya TSC ne nkomo ni mu. Ma me na ne me ho me ton de kakramra. Me koba enema to me bu na me bie phone lines because I think say for a very long time we haven't given our listeners there's a length of time to be able to express themselves nti enema shada pa. Ba me na ne me ho me koba EBTS nkomo ni mu na analysis ni dey. Hey, Alaji Frimpong. Where Alaji came from?
Shanita grade and gold board.
Masa.
Hey,
where go? Ghana honse.
No.
Bibi, me tell you,
my feel pa.
Muga wuna che.
So who ID card na ko.
Bibi, me ka say ba bi Ghana. Bibi na watch here but.
Now
sit down why.
Me watch.
Watch. No watch.
Rolex na ball no nobody.
Rolex.
Bibi. Na before I be appointment, the minute na nesu for appointment.
Obi to Rolex channel kra me kwa koton.
Why there.
When you appointment dey on kind me go say me text you so my man to say, "Hey,
me kwa me tin nkan che." Tin nkan che.
What you share me status pan we twe.
Ghana nkomo ni ebi ana.
Ghana nkomo ya. Na so Ghana.
Ghana nkomo ni ebi Ghana nkomo ni.
E wase ha say fasha ha. Henry Frimpong ne Manuel. All right, so I'll take a break, gentlemen. When I'm back, we'll delve into today's issues. Also, be kind of about Facebook Live. Now, about contributed to this very conversation. Yeah, topical issues about up this week. And I said, Friday, we wrap up the week by touching on almost every major issue. When we are back from this break, we'll certainly delve into these matters.
Charlie, stress. Oh, senior, what be the issue? Bro, another one caught happen again. I nearly get them this time. Charlie, the over 1.5 messed me up. Oh, Charlie, sorry. But wait, you don't get refund for your loss? Nah, bro, that thing's half day. You hear so before? Yeah, soccer bets they do. Them they call them soccer chance. Ah, Charlie, you sure? Oh, but why I for lie you? Just make your stake on 10 plus games with odds of 1.30 or more. And when it's full, you will get your stake back times 3. Come see my bets. Hey, Charlie, this be interesting, oh. I know, right?
Soccer Chance rules are simple. Bet on any of your favorite soccer league games with odds of 1.30 and more. The total number of games should be 10 or more. Now here's the catch. Lose just one out of the many and you'll be rewarded 3 times your stake. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below the age of 18. Gaming can be addictive.
New Kivo Hot Pepper Powder. Moko Shoo. This advert is FDA approved. Yemma wakwaba eba Eclipse Collateral Management. Ejima kuostro nkwa. Yemma wenya wejapade nkrata ho mfaso. Wonim se wejapade nkrata ekuta wo no. Ebetumi asesa wo dache. Yesesa emfasode a ejapade wuranom etumi enya ewo no ejapade nkrata ho. Ene nyuma wuranom nso ebenya frɛ ejapade ahodo a yede sia bowa ede apesika ede abo wo nyuma ahodo. Enti se ope prime brokerage, collateral brokerage, credit brokerage, ene land document perfection services a mayemfa nyonko. Ewo Eclipse yewo prime depository platform bia ahobambo bomu a ya de fofora ejapade wuranom etumi de won krata ekoto ho na wonya sika a esembia ni ho na ye de sankrata yi ebo nyumaku ahodo a wo pebese de afrisika kwabia ho ye bobosia ho no ho ba ebo manyuma wuranom nya sika de trewo nyuma mu ye de bosia bo hwehwemu a emudo na ye mapa ena sie gina ye enti wonim se wo wonsa ahobambo bomu entwentwa so hwehwenye nkyira kwan ewo adentam barrier ya bembe di Moses Ayaresabia no ewo West Africa SHS afasio no nchempe Franyensesia 0543842466 wo Eclipse Collateral Management. For property owners we say think safety and decent income, and for businesses we say think funding before projects.
When I dey home and want something quick to chop, everything dey inside, groundnut milk and sugar. I only need some water, so kiss made easy. Kivo carry me, for your office, boarding house. Everything dey inside, groundnut milk and sugar. I only
Kivo 4-in-1 Gary Mix. Soakings are easy. This advert is FDA approved.
Your property holds the power to transform your future. Welcome to Eclipse Collateral Management, the game changer in turning property documents into profits. We are not just another service. We are your partner in unlocking sustainable income and fueling business growth. With prime brokerage, collateral brokerage, credit brokerage, and land documents perfection, we are redefining what is possible for property owners and business owners alike. At Eclipse, we have built a primary depository platform, a secure, innovative space where property owners like you can lodge your documents and earn risk-free, sustainable income. For businesses struggling to secure funding, we provide collateral solutions you need to thrive and grow. Every move we make is backed by a rigorous credit appraisal process, so you know you are in safe hands. Find us at Adenta Barrier near Medi Moses Hospital, beside the West African Senior High School wall. Call 054-383-2466 today. At Eclipse Collateral Management, for property owners, we say think safety and decent income. And for business owners, we say think funding before projects.
Every Nyantini, Ecosin Road. Efrin Habain at the Conqua, Ghana bibidro di tumi sorry awodene ene no kremu ebra no dro say ye di Ghana Herbal Conference a die di kan kra ebra wo dwumadie yi ebeba so November bosomene da etoso aduonu ekopema aduonu mienu ewo Prempe Assembly Hall Kumasi asemtitra eda dwumadie ni so ne Harmony in Herbalism, Balancing Tradition and Innovation. Bra, na bahwe akwan ahodo a ye bibinro na hunu nuru ahodo a yayo ewo Ghana ha na ne adunsifo akukudan ene wonom a wo ye bibinro mu hwehwemu eni nkoma ehun hia sa adwumadie yi wonom amaso yasene emiade bramo eye the Ministry of Health, Traditional Medicine Practice Council, Food and Drugs Authority, Center for Plant Medicine Research, and Ghana Federation of Traditional Medicine Practitioners Association. Bomodia, na kwa befontin tankesi yeneso www.ghanaherbalconference.com and also frey 0202-222-095. Na register sesia. So pese obeda unru ahodo awayo edia. Ana opebia obetimi di unru nasie ewo dwumadie nasia. Bomodia na frey yo 0202-222-095. Diachi ewo at Herbal Conference. Ewo abefontin tankesi yeneso kwankwanu ase. Ewo nyina. Ghana Herbal Conference. Our roots, our remedy.
Big goal. Big goal. Big goal.
Number one everywhere you go. Big goal. For the friends and the family. Big goal. Big refreshing moment. Big goal. For the kids and the adults. Big goal. Boys and girls with a drink up. Big goal. Everywhere the party day. Big goal. We go mash up the place with it. Big goal. Greatest in every battle. Big goal. Big goal. Big goal. Big refreshing moments.
Big ol' drink. Big refreshing moment. Another quality product from Trillium Industries. This advert is FDA approved.
It's a book launch like no other. Yes, like no other. Join Paul and Linda Mante for the official release of 5 powerful finance and investment books, all in one unforgettable event. 80 multiple streams of income ideas, retirement planning, marriage and finance, a practical guide to multiple streams of income, how to own your first house. If you care about your money, your marriage and your future, this launch is for you, so don't miss it. Date, Sunday 3rd August 2025 at 2 p.m. Venue, PIWC Kokomlemle ATTC. Call 0243-902-095 or 0574-039-755 to RSVP. 5 books, 1 launch. Don't miss it.
Tovilla Water Solutions. Tovilla Water Solutions. If in a water treatment you define it. Tovilla Water Solutions. Technical support for your water systems. Tovilla Water Solutions. Water research deo, training deo. Tovilla Water Solutions. Water dispensers, drinking water supply. Tovilla Water Solutions. We dey provide safe water for your homes, companies, industries, communities, government and non-governmental organizations.
When it comes to customer satisfaction and professionalism in water solutions, Tovilla Water Solutions is the #1 in Ghana. You can contact us on 055-2490-864. We are located at Titegu, Accra, Ghana.
It's a book launch like no other. Yes, like no other. Join Paul and Linda Mante for the official release of 5 powerful finance and investment books, all in one unforgettable event. 80 multiple streams of income ideas, retirement planning, marriage and finance, a practical guide to multiple streams of income, how to own your first house. If you care about your money, your marriage and your future, this launch is for you, so don't miss it. Date, Sunday 3rd August 2020. 2025 at 2 p.m. Venue PIWC Kokomlemle ATTC. Call 0243 902 095 or 0574 039 755 to RSVP. 5 books, 1 launch. Don't miss it.
This August, Accra's turning up the heat and pouring up the flavor. Get ready for the second Accra Bar Week from the 7th to the 9th of August 2025. The city's hottest bars will light up with cocktail creativity from around the world. Bartenders and bar teams from South Africa, Kenya, Spain, Scotland, and beyond bring their signature flavors, recipes, and flair to Accra's vibrant nightlife scene. Then it all comes together at the Grand Showcase, the Accra Bar Show, happening on the 8th and 9th of August at the luxurious Kempinski Hotel, Gold Coast City, Accra, from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. each day. Come explore and experience the art of mixology and beverage production, from exhibitions to product sampling, masterclasses to seminars, and all the networking your taste buds can handle. Don't miss out on this electrifying celebration of drinks, craft, and culture. Follow our pages at Accra Bar Show and stay posted for more details.
Your property holds the power to transform your future. Welcome to Eclipse Collateral Management, the game changer in turning property documents into profits. We are not just another service. We are your partner in unlocking sustainable income and fueling business growth. With prime brokerage, collateral brokerage, credit brokerage, and land documents perfection, we are redefining what is possible for property owners and business owners alike. At Eclipse, we have built a primary depository platform, a secure, innovative space where property owners like you can lodge your documents and earn risk-free, sustainable income. For businesses struggling to secure funding, we provide collateral solutions you need to thrive and grow. Every move we make is backed by a rigorous credit appraisal process, so you know you are in safe hands. Find us at Adenta Barrier near Medi Moses Hospital, beside the West African Senior High School wall. Call 054 383-2466 today. At Eclipse Collateral Management, for property owners, we say, think safety and decent income. And for business owners, we say, think funding before projects.
Every Nyantini, Ecosin Every Habai, Ed Conqua, Ghana Bibidro di Tumi as sorry and wadney, and in the cremu. A Breno drew, say a dig Ghana Herbal Conference, dear Dick cry, a bro, Jumadi, Ebe Basso November, Bosomida, Etoswa Duno, Ekopma Dunum, our Prempe Assembly Hall, Kumasi, Asimtitra, a de Jumadian Sony, harmony in herbalism, balancing tradition and innovation. Bra, Nabaye Akwaya Hodwa, Yaya Bibinro, Nahuni Nua Hodwa, Yayo our Ghana, Nene Edunsi Fokudai, and one more, where Yabi Binomu Shimu, ending Koma here, Sajumadi, one more Masia Sene, Amiadi Bremo, the Ministry of Health, Traditional Medicine Practice Council, Food and Drugs Authority, Center for Plant Medicine Research, and Ghana Federation of Traditional Medicine Practitioners Association. Bomodia, Nakwa Belfontin Tankesianeso, www.ghanaherbalconference.com, and also Frey 0202-222-095. Now register Sia. So pese obeda unru ahodwa wa yo edia. Ana opebia obetimidi unru na sie e wodwumadi na sia. Bomodia na friend yo 0202-222-095. Diachi at Herbal Conference. Ewo Abefontin Tankesia no so kwankwanu ase. Aho nyina. Ghana Herbal Conference. Our roots, our remedy. Etoda, we can't meet do champagne pa. Nanso, usike kura wono. Na ye juice ene betumi ato. So pesa wo kura mre kwasika. Na udwumadi a wudie, wonu ma wonim dwumadi no. Etumi dima wo ewo bra bode emfidie a esefata edi dwumane dia. Ene ha ho kura. Izanza E-Productions. Ya be sort you out. Frey. So pe studio and production equipment rental. Emfidie a ye di twa sene ahodo nyina no. Ye betumi di bia famo. Corporate and social videography. Se wudi udwumabie a wo pesa otwe egun homa so. Frey. TV commercials, se wo ton wo niema na pese amanfo ehunu e wa kasamfoni so. Frey. Documentaries, Frey. Photography, any live streaming, se wo twamfoni kama pa. Anaze wo di dwumabie na pese brekro no mu a obi biara etimi hunu. Frey. Waya nyom na pese oya nyom no ho akasamfoni a. Frey. Jingle, IVR, any voiceover production, Frey, short and long film, Frey. Yetete phone humanie 0242-755-323. Ana 0302-254-858. Ana se hwiechira kwan. Yewo Asylum Down, yeben Happy 98.9 FM. E-Productions, capture the moment.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Edward Barrow, CEO Bakope, Chief Michao Dunkwa Omenyina. Na Dunkwa ya kwan na etutu from Obuasi to Dunkwa. The best man Penini Minister of Roads. Miaweni na ehwe Dunkwa Obuasi to Dunkwa kwan ma ye na eja yensusu yentimi emfele kakra. Dunkwa kuro ni mu ankasa de no suso kuro ni mu akwan nyina etutu. Hena monte ho emfiri ho maye. Into Ochina will be celebrating the legend Charles K. Fosu, aka Daddy Lumba. And him say Ghana fana bebre Ochina almost be bribi. But me free Charles K. Fosu ene Jumedia edda kwan mu a eba so fiti Ochina na. Na me de wo call Alive Soap ono so aso Alive Soap na me kan for ma weekend pe bi kogu fie Alive Soap wo di dware a refresh you ni pedua no. It invigorates your skin as well and moisturize your skin also pa semina bi a ehwam papa and santam so edene to be tria na still ehwam yawo lemon fragrance yawo coconut fragrance yawo aloe vera de yawo rose nso de affordable so bottom. So grab an Alive Soap today from any shop near you and feel the difference. Alive Soap, yes, feel fresh, feel alive. Pacho say I want 17 hawa. Na me kamfo Mansoa Herbal Clinic e dia mawo Mansoa Herbal Clinic e na me kamfo e dia mawo say awo eho ayedin mawo ananso yo bi a stroke e na eni wo edie ananse ebi ana oba okọ afichire na eya na etwetwasi eneba 7 days ochina na ba 3 days another month bi kura na mana wayare na chese bebre da bi Mansoa Herbal Clinic sebra na omo ewo ehabanro ahodo a omo betimi ede akanwo na ohun etimi atowo na senior Mansoa Herbal Clinic ekanie na asem ne se womo de omakodare habanro mu pa na wo ba yade ne se de atie bia se ye hepatitis anampo krampo se sciatica woto asintini ne na hawa bra na doctor enshow na onti emfiri ho ema Omo new Fadama, Bombay, washing bay. Wow.
No. You don't send dollar equivalent. That means where I brought you cities. Yes, no, but Bibi na host no. Minimum. Why did I say Bibi? Whoa.
But figures I say.
I did your finance ministry. I saw your finance ministry. I'm best of catch there. That channel.
But figures I say.
Amount
to be a what transfer.
Exactly.
For the receiving banker.
Yes.
It is received in dollars.
Thank you. So that means
if $10,000.
Yes.
And a opa.
Yes.
Osidi account no.
Yes.
Sika eso $10,000.
No, the $10,000 na send the call. But sa cedi no eka Ghana ha. It means sa cedi no you convert it to dollars. Now you send the dollar equivalent nako.
It will have physical dollars.
So that sika na also convert to penny ho. That conversion e bi ni ho.
Who said?
Businessmen
Me
too, Bibi. Me too, Bibi.
As much as traders no complaining
yes,
physical dollars in your
yes.
They also admit to say bank transfers in the only problem.
Oh, maybe you're more NDC for no because Nkrofa minimum more complain.
General Secretary of Spare Parts Dealers NDC.
Bibi, me right now, no. Me, I'm just telling you for a fact. Businessmen, when you're more kasa, they are telling you that they are not getting the dollars.
One example,
okay, now I just need to be updated when it comes to that.
Bank transfer omo ni problem na momu no se bia we wie na o kɔ ne bia $10 cash bi dia show ho a okɔ a we de betuatua on man
enu ebi
no na omo problem omu nya but
now where should they have their problem
we say bank transfer no cry
me see businessmen am I interacting with once one nipa ba ko na one na kasa o
na nipa say na nyoma
one but when you were me
complaining dollar availability no omo pay physical dollars
Bibi me to me no.
So also
Nkrofo me say no. Nyame madoma. Like I've been able to listen to them both on radio and TV and personal interaction. A few of them, they means that they are having problem with dollars. The media make a chaba and say, or making sure say we're making all these things available to the business community. Now omombuana economy niya there. And then artificially handling the dollars and embwa. And you na miss you IMF and SCA. Which are markets no and driving. Henry Kasane that Lumba so.
Kenny na HSA. No Ghana. I don't have good mentality for Ghanaians. For the first time, I in a dollar above from dollar to CD rate. 10 CDs. And maybe a tremor ton of 17 CDs, 16 CDs. A Koya could do 20 CDs in 20 CDs and 17 crying. Oh, meaning businessmen are not Omuhochoma no Mokasa same way. I didn't do it. But I know businessmen are not more $20, 20 CDs. Oh, Kruma say. And as a dollar do 10 CDs. I said that case and they was the Minister of Finance. Case. Ato force doctor. Nti say na obetina ha be catch say $1 na ayi say na aboti for na kura dollar na I trust ni nsem ne. But no so wo mu no aboti for na kura dollar. Nti what you say dollar na bi ni bank na.
Interbank rate 10 cedis. But aboti the amount 13 14.
Yes. Do we deal with aboti in this country or we deal with Bank of Ghana?
We deal with both.
Oh, baby, I think on a more formal note,
the Bank of Ghana is aware of these Abuchi people.
Yeah.
I don't think we have that on paper. So Bank of Ghana, it deal with Abuchi for say whenever they are having,
they don't deal with them. Ghana is aware.
Exactly, they will definitely be aware of things that are going on.
Argentina say dollar a system ni mo oko banker. Now so per physical dollar. Bank for na catch us ko black market.
Me who banker catch you be so on black market. Onko who abochi ankoje dollar. Abra bank for ni buwo dollars.
Share spare parts dealers be bre omonya experience.
But people him say sa word Bank of Ghana has the rate but abochi has the dollar. When him say if NDC for
meaning
okay. Raven pap and for your kind but
you see, baby, you see, we are resetting this country. And then Ghana for any yatiti obnoxious taxes. Yeah, na did that Daniel Mouse. Yeah, you need every one. $1. And
baby taxes
for the first. Oh,
and I said that's me. You know me.
Yeah, you know me. Levy aba.
Levy waifa. Levy waifa.
Ah, mo fa dum so levy by.
Waifa.
Hey.
Brother, so.
No, Debbie, our here for on chem. But the point is, say the aba.
No one see the near that. Look at.
Oh, yati fuel also. About from 17 cities or so. D11 na some no kano. Daben ye na mra wo kroma say. D11. Na make sure say if you look at the number of taxes a year free hono. All the compares are D11 na dia bana.
But you were initially rejecting the fact that Modi D11.
Yeah. Because nyama ye taxes a year free hono no. E so chance a D11 na introduce no. Look at that obnoxious in nyama taxes betting tax na ni hono. You say who ha na you who's here home na ye tax that.
We are not paying it, please.
Oh, emission tax.
We are not paying it.
No,
so but the point is they introduced it. So the mentality, the point is the mentality to even introduce such a tax scratch. Yes, oh ye nipa boni ni a ondo Ghana. So for all these things to be scrapped, that's a net dollar through 10 cedis. You say what can say ne say dem is excellently done Dramani Mahamani ato force. Ma me ko that Lumba asem no so. Yewura one of the talented guys when it comes to music. I don't know what was that. One of the talented guys when it comes to music.
Who ne wo ye no.
One of the talented guys when it comes to music. When you're a baby call. And na Charles Kojofosu. Globally recognized musician. Na Ninyum tough for my own say. Yes, he's still living. Obi Oshe music I say somewhere in the 80s. If I don't know if I'm correct. Somewhere in the 80s. Atimia jinema ni young guys yasa compete up to now that's what you or releasing you might hit.
And now come status renowned musician be can sing be. And I media to me status na mak true be account.
Yeah.
Na ne o kan sisi na mama makai.
Yeah.
Or say or no name pie boni say obewu whilst performing on stage.
Wow.
And me tro say na one kasa kura the last time I bought nyum foforo ye da ben. The last time I was on stage performing ye da ben. Daddy Lumba.
Yeah.
has been bringing hits after hits, even in his 60s. Or young fufro.
Yeah. Or for who ne we
the contemporaries. Yes. Baluma continues
consistency.
I think the nature for moon I say no so I can no so to
yes. Luma has been very consistent.
Just a ban on dia. You can't write off.
At least almost every 2 years we
yes.
And I think last year Paul can be said every year be at least obe release me and Sadia to.
Actually,
because a new egu hono
Kewa Muni now he's coming out. He was coming up with an album. Now I'm say Fufi na Antoine Wakon and Krechi. So na ye man ebusuan shedding. Ebusuan yako. I mean MP4 should be the party to at least I know there's no political, but they should be able to hold the family up, because one of their biggest campaign songs came from that Lumba. One of their biggest campaign songs came from Lumba. I always say Hodi Lumba legacy. No, and Keka say Kranan Komo see some steps to be crying in remembrance of Lumba Kranka, not in the name of Ghana, in the name of MPP. Yeah, sure, Senka, Daddy Lumba, ne sunsum ebe down on us.
Okay.
Inti the busuni na sine sa ma the busuni na yako.
Sharp. Manuel.
Bibi.
Charles Kefusu.
Yes, said yes, said I need shed in fee baby, but a bit see any new. Only sending you even the wabo way back since 1980, I think 1989, 1980, the year Aka went to
82, 83.
Yeah, I think that was the new with the D kind of
okay. And we are 1990s in
yes.
Oyaka went to
yes, or it be a net. Born you now whom say still yes, and I wish us what on you be our ball one general, second is a general,
or
Katia Cross. About gospel or about reggae. So be now shall he cut across and then would see any muswa a foot womb, a year some womb. Appreciation
crying
a womb in crying share a womb appreciation in whom you make bibia womb we as a coat of many colors bibia womb enti make us a Ghana on mine yashare there.
That's true.
Yeah, we really lost a legend, a maestro. It will take centuries for Ghana to be able to get the likes of Yera Charles Kojofosu, that Lumba. Nenyoma, Eme Depa, since me when I was very young, I knew de bia me niji ho pa os awka se me de masem to erade animu wa brana me ya bofra no wi ase nyina yemi mayo bitu mani ya nensa me ne na basa ne nyina se na pa pense ni wo me so me ni da so na me saka o adum rade mi abafia eti wana ji di da se oya ne baba besa obewa ma ne baby anyi no Ama be your brimpo. Ama ni dia titi ama manso. Daddy lumbe mandi endi da. Inti ja dwin ja wusu. Eke hono say. Shout about it, shout about it. Yeah, I didn't crew inti ja isu.
Your favorite song.
Am all tears yes sir. Bibi anyway Nyankopon dem. Send ye tie bia de nyane so de want to Nyankopon so. At the end of the day, he will make sure say your dreams, your aspirations, looking at where I come from, and maybe say I'm in do baby, but looking at where I come from, and baby, I may do say idea. The GD say Nyankopon, and then this song always encourages me.
Wow.
This song encourage me. Come baby, I'm free. I say, you see that thing. You see that thing. You see that thing. You see, yes.
Where's the MPP?
It's been gone since day one. Bibi, let me tell you this experience of mine. What I'm saying, formally, I think I was class 6 or so.
Okay.
Now, me name say, don't sashay. You can't say, say, who the heater? Once it say, heater, no, now don't sashay more. I never knew that. Ain't it say me, yeah, me thought me sashay, me,
One day.
And I went to school one day, and then they almost share conduction, radiation, ne one your mano. It's by then I'm a knowledge of it.
Good and bad conductors of electricity.
So what yes, yeah. But me say I was hitting water. Na me refi. Say my baby sir. That time no shock me. So that time I was say enti all this time and na me tired no. Why? I didn't know na shock me.
But when you knowledge,
you see that thing. So Mami GD say, yeah, listen, God truly is with me. And once I me GD ediation ni muno, me was sure say obe tutu manamo ACCA.
Oh, sure.
Very me GDA. So
me yes sure. Oh, nyankre so kan
GDA. It's sad that Luma nyumwe die.
Okay.
I come home all these years and I believe that some one way or the other is like a gospel song.
Gospel.
It's so Nyakopon.
It's an inspirational song.
Nyakopon fa ne kransie ye. And idea so ababeye amagana memu. Amagana as a nation, no. Nyakopon hweso.
I only wish Luma had done a lot of English songs.
Yeah,
the world would appreciate him.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know he did Nyumbia or the German Bemu.
Yeah.
German
Kakra.
Yes.
Recently, I think that will be one of the
one
social media blog not all breaking it down.
Exactly.
Yes. So
my Germans also appreciating him because of those lines, you know.
Yeah.
And I only wish Sankawai where a lot of
more
English
of
songs are.
Yeah.
And he would be a global icon.
Yes.
He would be a global icon because he's a philosopher.
Yes.
He's a philosopher in music. Gentlemen.
Nenyu bako so the pants when umi ama me wa yo wa.
Yes,
my brother sister. Na duma. Harry no share yesu is na brother sister. The super na.
I am more. Kojonchi person.
Okay.
Kojonchi get me tight.
That's also another level.
Yes,
exactly.
Ghana, because we have resources, and it's not just natural resources. Yes, our human resources. Creative, we're about creative. Admit always.
But our music is not going beyond our borders because of language. And I don't know.
But what for me to say what they say?
Yeah. Oh no. When no they say Jay-Z in
okay. All right.
People are able to go with him because or stringy a few English words.
I don't think language should be a barrier because there are a lot of songs are hitting. We don't get the meaning, but they are hitting.
So what is the problem with our legends? Go beyond the
I think it's all about
because you see, Obi is a match day. Obonyum wa Nigeria pache. But do they even recognize him and even know the music, you know, impacted greatly in Nigeria now, you know. So I'm like, what is the...
You are not doing something right.
Shakwa can promise you me a G din will be a singing
me out of court. Yes.
I tell you, say Ankasa Numani a chin kwan.
Yeah, that's true.
You get people singing along.
Yeah.
It's not just the beat. It's about understanding the message and being able to sing along.
It's true.
That's true.
Come to me to talk about fully be frame one car.
But one I believe, sir, as a nation, we have a deliberate attempt when it comes to the creative art industry.
Okay.
Me, when I was in senior high school, now me hear drama. So I'm so much also into the creative arts. I believe, sir, the previous government, I believe this government should take it on even to do more and help the creative art industry. Now, because creative so far it's also creating a level of employment for the youth.
Oh, yes.
We share TikTok, so the government should sit and one thing I mean you can say some job so far mimi who so be about so far and now recently who say someone who see so far come on be honest because but recently Andre and they are and okay say on TikTok for some engagements normal on money Ghana creatives for no I engage now I think it's a very good initiative and me creative art creative employment so we should focus on this as a nation and build it aside sports.
Now what three major issues about app say we have a list of them soldier for journalists, near eyewitnesses, abessin cop, gunmen storming a Bequai Forestry Commission office, abessin cop, Attorney General dropping a year before matter. I know, and so by we've had other issues as well. FA Office of Special Prosecutor, any actions I will take. I know Misha said, I think I'm
so now by home.
You just spoke, and you're on India. Henry, your best pick.
I'm fan Chiaka the sitting president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Sure.
Ni 2 minutes soon, Tina Yemubi, Kuna Babet Nahase, and a Ghana for a dinkomo. Now, I'm saying your dog. Pie or Magana and Tina, I want to pick on the media budget. Kesel at all force and now, Papa, the minority leader in Parliament, at all force. Sorry, I find your mark, and I can sing beer. I think they mean in Yarding, and the Ghana for also, and in Yarding. On all can sing and I could. So say you are enjoying from what we built. Or say what the NPP built is what we this current government that's what we are enjoying. But somebody mama so too for me who say no cribia ni asama okay I mean to and it's a fact no cribia ni because if you compare the economic index even as at December 2024 to February or June 2025.
You mean economic indicators?
Indicators, exactly. Okay. Which there's been a lot of difference in it. I'll be talking about that. Sure. I mean, he's been doing things, a lot of things, even at the appointment committee. Some of the questions are and I say I mean who say only a doctor professor in your issue. But let's just allow that to
also associate professor.
Oh,
but the school has written to indicate centers are
Bibi, okay. Because he's doing things and
let's stay on the issue.
Yeah, and I'm also kind 100,000 Ghana cedis our parliament. This is a law-making body. Is it done in the bank and financial instruments? No, okay, $100,000. Our parliament.
Dollars or cedis?
Ghana cedis. So the Black Queens.
And you're minority,
minority, but led by Afenyo Markins.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that?
Yeah. But my point is, parliament is supposed to be a law-making body.
So if they donation,
that's not the right place to do any donation. Then the Ghana Black Stars in team AFCON next year. What's the essence of you giving 100,000 to them? President gave a donation to them.
And what's wrong with the minority doing?
What is a president? A board figure be crasso. So there are a lot of things going on. My problem is
minority
when
leader.
we are working in parliament. We are working as a law-making body. So it should be out of parliament. If you look at the things going on in
problem, this announcement.
The point and yes, announcement. So
what
is this shine?
What's the problem with that?
The Black Stars next year, you call AFCON. Black Stars is not going to participate in that.
That's a Black Queen.
Are you not ashamed of yourself as a party that led to that? More woman who say black for the first time. Black Stars AFCON. Black Stars Mobi. Na say ne wakwa be 100,000 for what?
Black Queens time I'm qualified call you can say.
So
why not talking about that?
The issue let's not
review.
That's fine.
Minority saying say omo adwuma na modidi hu.
Yeah. So catch me say.
Yeah.
Say omo adwuma na yedidi hu dia. Me metimi abie manum aka say oyo trofo.
Okay.
Because he na near to kroma say na osafomafo. Banredu omni na ebeye finance ministers ebeke kansem e kroma say even for latest one obeye finance minister Yera Kenofriata for the first time emra epese ni di all because of the things that went on. Now inflation that saying during all the things I'm going to talk about is related to December 2024.
Okay.
Now inflation that saying inflation as at December 24 was 24%. Not just say enema me inflation na ABT for ebedwin say we are cambro fododo. Enema ya tutuma enema boa ya din our Ghana has in na that 24%. And na ya ba ban mu inflation is at 17.7%. You can check it on your Google. aba former to 13.7%. And Ghana for, are you saying, say, Ghana for any the difference between a positive development and a negative development? And then that dollar, not the dollar once, and the exchange rate that's dollar baku. Me told dollar. Now I was buying something close to $30 last year. And then I toss I didn't turn around 300 Ghana cedis or so. But last year, near turn close to 500, 600 Ghana cedis. And then because of knowledge, finance minister agency, all these things are coming down. Debt to GDP ratio, now that's 61%. And then we have been able to curb it to 43%. You can check it. See, on what basis? Because from where I'm coming from, no, and I may say MPP for Mumu Ghana for the MPP government, they don't respect Ghanaians. Not just that. Omu say Ghana for seb yo manusis na so ya adwen wo fom. Nti ombetimi aka bibia ma Ghana for ajatum. For the first time in the history, pensioners and the bondholders, they need your musika. Manu anka betimi abo am.
Most of the baba road.
What the pensioners sika? What? You see?
Okay.
Pensioners, no bondholders.
Okay.
What timi afa kweti kwan bi so agigi o musika. And the data bank, mini pebino or save data bank. Nisika 250,000. I'm saying this on record. Nyesan kasa 250,000. Na de bia ko on Facebook wall in Yabo akese no debo. De bia in Yabo so no pebia no obodua baako. And you are telling me say all these economic index and just said there's been indicators and just said there's been a positive growth in our economy. And assessing. So me there some kasa answer me now I know say they are trying to find a way. I mean, who say Afenyo Markin, so or sabe apologize to pensioners, bondholders, no say power or paya or natural said Adintina. Never be say cause Ekobasa or power natural. I mean, that's fine. You want public sympathy. But moving forward, no, there are a lot of things. I know this government is doing. I will not be surprised say by 2028, $1 will be 5 cedis in this country.
And only will be unpayable.
I will not be surprised.
But President Mahama said it should be pegged between 10 and 12. That's the real
value
of this.
Yes, that's the real value of this. That's true. But I will not be surprised. Say, Nyema ye, share Diego Kwem. You bet me, I am $1 at me at about to 5-7 cities. I will never be surprised because of the things that I am aware of and the things that are going to happen as at December.
May be more a suspect say, Sidina appreciation near artificial and say, I didn't think a president Becca say.
Pegging it.
Yeah, or governor, any finance minister didn't come say peg at the end between 10 and 12. Now that is the real value of the city. How he determined the real value of the city, I'm not sure. But we've been told say a demand and supply
exactly
determine the real value of your currency.
You say one of the institutions established on menu with regards to CD appreciation is the gold board.
Okay.
What you say? Yeah. So share your natural resources are near Okrum ha. Na yentimi nya so infrastructure pa. Now gold idimunt intimai. We have cocoa and timber and other ones, but if you say you rasami and fee better gold board I'm saying she be brave wow they go akwemwa.
Okay.
With that gold coming from the Ghanaian trade sells more in the world.
Okay.
Helping us to get more revenue in dollars. We are selling it in dollars. Helping the city to appreciate. Okay. So if you can't understand just this simple demand and supplier, then I don't know where you are coming from. Because that gold alone, forget about the other natural resources we have. That gold alone, ye pushy as a unit, as
but with what the president
body.
said, it means that the city could have gained more.
More, exactly.
But he's decided that it should be pegged at somewhere. Is that not
because
artificial?
In one way or the other, businessmen who bought goods in that figure, in around 16 cedis to $1, I'm also running at a loss.
Okay.
Because in Yaman so and amount for more so it's affecting their profit. Because my in 16 cedis and the dollar will do 10 cedis. Definitely obi beto looking at the dollar rate at now. But I'm also turning 16 cedis to $1. It's definitely they would want there should be a threshold say the young fancy say It's true say a bit me 7 cedis. It's true say dollar and bit me 5 cedis. But you also have to look at the businessmen. Or more trading in dollars, or use dollars. No, also, we have to look at them. Because if you don't look at them, that's a chinabi. It gets to a point. That's a business. My 16 cedis. Dollar also that either 5 cedis. Am I running at a loss? And as am I doing business to make profit? Okay. So these are all things that I know. Say the president share because I know say my dollar we drew 7 cedis. Okay. Something that they are so-called economic messiah in 8 years. It is 6 months. Not just 6 months. Say about just 7th of January. And you say by December. There are more good things coming up. Very well. And I know that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he will never fail Ghanaians, and the NDC government will never fail Ghanaians. Okay. And this is on the factual grounds. All right. Same to me, they should prepare and stay in opposition for the next 16 years.
Manuel, mid-year budget review who debate in Parliament.
Bibi, me da say any akunya de ma me ne
EpaHoaDaben.
Bibi Midinchasun Kodema, Dr. Alajima Mudubamia, the former Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, and then Nihunka for Haja Samira. I think Yakubu Sotie, the incoming national youth organizer, also Michiano, and then Mandela Riafio, also Greater Accra. Yes, yeah, Mebune or Greater Accra, see on episode DNM. Okay. Nyakupo Yadomuswa, I think NCBA MPP, Yakwaquitia. Yeah. By election ewo enti obi owa kwetie bia a otie Happy FM ene ewie mesremo se Yakopon ya do na se mkwakoto abana Montoma Solomon Asumedu na ombejina Yera Ernest Yakumi anemu utie akwetiafo when you engage them chese Yera Solomon Asumedu Yobia, he has a very good rapport with the grassroots. GD say, and no benio to his benefits now. Buana Jumapa, Yera, Ernest Yakumi, Esha Sieno, or Diaba, Ewie Pan.
There's a movie nominations, Mama.
Bibi, media budget
review.
Finance Minister Ababe Kan Ghana for 8 years. And a minua Henry Eka Simbi say, Yera Atoforsen or Kasimbi say, a Jumedia ye Ababe and a sorry, I think
foundation
and NDC for about a profited from, and then Henry debunk that. For me, Mijidi say, open so debunking BBA, you bring a counterfact to that. Because right now, no, when you pick BB to say, you see Kasemana a SWAT, no, I know, say, the Paris Club, and on more chair, I think over $100 and something billion dollars, who said, yeah.
Debt forgiveness.
Yes. One no more shares are we last year.
Kaisa Kufu the time.
So catch us, any build the foundation. Because so by 6 months, you have 6 months, and find debt, you can negotiation. You have 6 months, and find.
Oh, it depends on the credibility of the government.
Exactly. We recommendation, the more negotiation, the more by society be free you. Omo buy, omo by society. Ain't ye can say any yesi foundation, and a more build was we are right. And on at your debt to GDP ratio, so from 61% to I think 40-something percent. So will you debate that?
Yes.
Facts ben now the Babe debate. He said, "Yeah, now we are Chair me, we Just tell me, okay, yeah, buy you know, yeah, say, and I'm ye
what's a good board?
Good board idea, and let's say I kind of so.
God said by the mere fact that did not gain strength against the dollar, no. Or nominal figures in terms of external debt.
Yes. But that's not the fact. 100 and something billion.
100 something billion.
France, your friend say the Paris Club. That's the fact. And gold board.
Yeah, but the point is also by the mere fact say CD now appreciate or debt in dollar terms will not be the same.
It won't be the when no in CD because about dollar, say dollar no. ebe ohoba eba cedi ni mu a ene so beti yen debate eno
okay
that's why yen debate here but ye can an amount of over 100 billion no a omodi ache no ama the debt to GDP ratio so no. You can debate that say MPP any nsa wo because yen ye bibia. Secondly, with the rating IMF ankasa dia to mu say the debt DDP na ye no e na aboa Afenyo Makin apologized to pensioners, any bondholders because now it was a necessary evil. Yeah, no, anya nkrofo de. Meboa. Ebi musika kwako kem yejitum. We regret doing that. But now a necessary evil la. Ebeboa ma economy nejina. Osi how? How ne say and na ye rate here. I think say
B-.
Yes. And the reason for that, omode ba say DDP nintia. Something you criticized. So now where from the year cano enim? Yes, with the issue of dollar, a movie from 14. Every day be a machine this in 17. Me see produce 17. Me manufacture no NDC headquarters. Once or more room be our headquarters so I propaganda room which no matters without facts and figures because right now about 17 because on show and even data BHS there was a time I near $10 on to me but because they've been told to come and say it he will say it but in actual fact free abemu na dollar was 14 cedis 70 pesos which you can't take away facts. If you believe in your 10 CD now, then on the 6th of January 2025, the same Bank of Ghana gave us the dollar at 10 CD 70 pesos. 14 CD 70 pesos. Unless Obakacha said they are also Chinese houses here, force. Then that one there, that we can debate it. Your dollar is at 10 CD from Bank of Ghana. But in actual fact, say Juma Uncle 4 mu person mu kodi omudwa per dollar omunya 13 cedi 14 cedis which you can debate. Your dollar is artificially managed. Sir President Mika Cho say I was say a peg dollar e was 10 cedis. It means artificially na mo manage dollar no. You are not making the dollar.
But that is the job of the Bank of Ghana to manage the forex. It is all managing forex now. How do you call it artificial?
Manage I was say the economy no drive by demand and supply.
Are you saying some more pumping dollars into the system?
I won't debate that. Say I'm pumping.
Was that artificial?
No, pumping money into it is not like pegging it at a place. We never pegged it.
It's part of managing the
MPP peg dollar.
It be a matter of word, but say we are all going to practice.
Yes.
What the dollars do be bus system
NC that.
It gives you a certain rate.
NC that under MPP.
Man pumping scan to
pumping by artificially yam peggy cano say chinchina yenton to say. And yes, I am money the market naga send drive the dollar. If John Mahama, John Mahama Mampini, LGD say he can really manage the economy, onjai the dollar. Now the demand and supply, the market should determine it because adio moye sesian enye sustainable.
Mekaisa former governor Philip Addison Okansembi. O say opesa dollar neba 5 cedis obetimi
no I say 10 cedis.
No chine.
Yes. Because yes, he told us say ochina so opesa dollar ne 10 cedis obetimi but enye sustainable. But that's what the current governor is doing. Or the because that's the fact.
Businessmen and women.
The Bank of Ghana can decide and any ochinakra some dollar na 2 cedis. But the fact is saying the market angasa and determiner and sustainable.
Okay.
Ebedu mpempenso bia ebejinsem. That's the reason why we allow the market to determine. But we take a different stance. That's the reason right now the banks are not even having the dollar unless Abochi. And even with the Abochi, unless all links. Only Abochi no connection and Saka dollars. That's what we are seeing now. The immediate with the issue of Sasika Semi, the inflation rate. Also now you free so inflation rate of 24 cedis.
24%.
24%. 23.8%. Meaning say all running now. Because
23%.
Oh, give the actual figure. Umbeka to send dollar was 17 cedis before we left office, which is not true.
So it was
23.2%. It went as high as 50 something percent. And a manager man about 23%. The fact of the matter is we are happy. Say inflation above home, but the cost of things are going high. Cement. Mobile take you.
Cement. So I 115 cedis. Cement about 95 cedis. 85 cedis.
No. We didn't leave.
Cement.
Don't do that.
Adaka Okruma say. And then over 1,000 and something.
Harry, what you are doing makes me manabroso. Harry, yeah, makes me manabroso. But I'm just right. I won't say, oh, Kasana Mayedi. Yeah, makes me manabroso.
But cannot cry. I mean, let's
Bibi, when you check, because we are because when you check, yeah, baby free so.
Because okay on the market, Bibi to say POP cement.
Okay.
Now a 120 cedis.
Okay.
And about 90.
Okay.
Bibi to say 3 inches pipe. First 110 cedis.
Okay.
And then 180.
Okay.
And about 110.
Okay. Bibi, data way free.
Oh
no, I just want to know the source of the data. Then I can appreciate.
Where me data Marco collected from shops.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Because a finance minister so ebema some figures, some you can't say prices. They now call parliament. You know, come prices be. When it went out. When it went out, you know, or consumers were also saying said that's not the actual price. I what grounds. So I'm also speaking from the consumer's point of view. Fine, we also want to check here. So I also need to go in because the last time that I checked, na cement 130. Yeah, free so na there was so crying 100 cedis. But recently now 130. So I swap from there unless I also go back to the market and go and confirm the awo which I'll work on it probably within next week. Before I come, no, I'll give you that particular figure. Now let me come to the issue, other issues.
Now wrap up on that for me.
But we have to go to
but point is here.
We are now call MPP more more fees, you know.
I'm hoping
okay.
So no, this one is a bit
so then let me now and but my fa Abuja there no na me fa. And recently, I say the minister in charge of roads and highways, Rebecca Chair, say Nana Akufo-Addo over 10,000 kilometers of roads bia 13,000 and also over 10,000 there anyhow. Nanka Ghana 4%, sa 10,000 or so anyhow no. Ke also chair baby porting anyhow because there's a document.
How many kilometers?
Over 13,000 kilometers. Yes, we did. We have the document here. Baby, meet me send the amount. Document from the Ministry of Roads and Highways. I'll send it to you right now. That's but as of 2022, now 11,000. I'll send it to you.
The minister generated a report after our call April. Maybe when you get a copy of that report, you get to know. How do you know?
He doesn't have any on call, baby. He has. Baby, I'm telling you for a fact.
But which Minister of Roads? Ena Obeba office fresh.
Yeah.
On call April, check your ongoing projects.
Baby, on call, baby. Because 13,000 now no. We have documents. Yatre baby porting roads no. And it is say udi banke that particular accession. The best thing as a minister, uba na obey say. Omuka say even if it is you can say PowerPoint presentation cra. Maybe atonsu omusi omaye akwan we ye kwa eni ho. Aha ye kwa because in the document no ni nyina ho. The place aye kwan no.
Based on my documents, no, the cocoa check here. No, I'm not saying you.
That based on Ministry of Roads and Highways document, and your MPP document. And yes, yeah, way. And yeah, presented document. Anywhere you.
And I know the bad document in the house saying, but the also Ministry of.
Ministry of Health. Sorry, Ministry of Roads and Highways. And I your document. Said the government of the New Patriotic Party. The government of Ghana under the presidency of Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. I have 13,000 kilometers of roads. Ya show baby I kwine wo. ya check the length ayaye. What document mu. And 2% would bank that particular accession. The best thing as a minister, you don't just come and tell us 10,000 kilometers of roads anyhow.
Maybe you want to demand for his report. You see, after a court turn.
So on Famba, he does only report.
Who's one call? Maybe see what call.
Okwaiva.
On one can
no. Uncle baby.
It is a here report when you details.
Uncle baby. Because Kawakwa, Ka Urban. Oba make assessment say 10,000 kilometers ye no. Ka wo the various
ne mo ka asemaye no.
Yes.
E wo report.
Me say me for the baby.
Me ba e wo report.
Yes.
Enye minister, former minister no kojina baby bobo baako me ba. Enti energy minister no report.
Ka say eni hɔ a ne expect say oba ye no. Say we omo ka so omaye no. That day na no mo share document. Omo share document. Ema ye hu ye de omaye ni nyina a omo wie. Eti wo so nke wo say dey na obegina obeka say 10,000 ye no.
Well, you've made that point several.
Then going the issue of Dufour and era Dominic Ayene is very sad. Say pempen so na oman Ghana ye dru nie. Say nkrofo mbebo oman ne kro no. The best thing say be ne say ye beka say take 60% na ma take 40% na ma buy no. You can say 60%. And young crofo ya no mobile be mo ka some baby be friend operation recover all loot.
Recover.
They recover.
They not recovering.
Recover all loot. And he said after what catch say about operation recover all loot. Now in actual fact no, BB, you are just recovering 60% of the loot. So that means all ne free entire some. And even with the 60% no, in actual fact 10%. Only 60.
Engineer so be na de ka say.
Engineer so ne say Nkrofo omska omode Ghana ka 5.7 billion. What's what so? About 3.3 billion. 3.3 billion. Yes. Also negotiation. No.
So in case what?
No, so
that 5.
That was what he said.
Oh,
so he has reduced it.
No, that's not true.
Okay, 5.8 and then about 3.3%. And then about 3.3%. So because the initial figure na also mutua 5.7. Now, what's your mutua 3.3? And it's on kaya bibi. And the kind of saying
it's 3 point something the 60% of the amount now.
No almost here. But in actual fact, yeah, yes, it's also with assets or more 800 million. 800 million. The account you see a omunko recover and for mabo we no bosiano. Just look at this. Enti abai na wo wafa ni sika de aye we no e na on say ndi e chire nkwajeje nkrofo sika. So now the minister has just gone for just 800 million out of 5.7 billion. Are we serious as a country?
You see,
are we serious as a country? After promising operation recover all loot, now you are doing operation recover some loot. At the end of the crowd, wakwa operation free looters. Unimsa. When I say you can say atuesien. So what say and say man be.
And I said no court in a
lawyer for the lawyer. How can
you read the political meanings into it?
But media may can say any panic dim. NDC by yes, wakako file you can say appeal. I'm a man bill so coffee. Bibi, this is the kind of guy. Bibi, me can't say
appeal pending bill.
Bibi, where me can't say strange. But why now?
In fact, I grad that cries the first person to have to have requested that.
For Bibi, so the question is why it's either I grad that
or to have applied. The judge said it's at the discretion.
Bibi, thank you very much. So, but we know the kind of judicial system that we are operating now.
We know.
What am I saying? What were you saying?
No, you are saying.
No, what were you saying?
The judicial.
No, we know the judicial system that we are operating now. So some of these ruling, we are not moved by it. Well, to the extent, say
all of a sudden we need judiciary.
Maybe judicial system when the way or my penny buy or say one way or the other, my pamu chief justice.
Oh, really?
Also,
my penny.
Also, why then?
On camera.
But Chief Justice,
he has only complied
Chief
with
Justice
the law. No, she's going through a process.
Yes. Process, Bibi. Bibi, mama, going through process. One way or the other, Bibi.
Did the president petition himself?
Which, Bibi. orchestration way.
Orchestration
before mbeba bem.
It is Charlotte said there is no
orchestration.
No, you can Charlotte said there orchestration.
Orchestration.
No, but when we can say when we
can say petition anko. And a President Akufo-Addo as conveyor belt.
Yeah.
So any the same process na koso ene.
How is this Akufo-Addo e ban nchen no o tie abedwokuo. Omo hwe omo so anyway ni nyina so. Ene boguye. But nipa kro no nim say o ma ban aba. And before Ombabesuamu in Kra, we have many members of the New Patriotic of the National Democratic Congress, including Omu Deputy General Secretary. Esima Minombe Pamono.
I
am Mustafa Bandi.
Say
the woman she needs to be sacked. He said that unless we bet her because I the way I but the fact is there.
Now more opposition national to say na mo ready.
Oh, there be no say about Bibi there.
At the
end of the day, Charlotte say
someone Canada Japan can so the Twakwaju post
Charlotte say ono ne deputy san come no mo say omo accuse you omo say we aye you can say contract breach omo nyina accuse omo and ye shame but this one obi say my buy abet my main filing here you know. And then the members of the National Democratic Congress.
Is it your expectation say a choir Charlotte Osefa so no sa no was we so far so ana? The circumstances will never be the same.
But Bibi, me I have no problem.
Even in her case,
yes.
for grounds and say
yes.
There was some rift between your commissioners now.
More accuse you more financial.
Don't expect to say in the case of a chief justice, it
should be the same. Bibi main case. But petition, we judge. But petition on the bread. On the bread president. When you lawyer cry, when you say this position. But the question, Bibi, right now, do you know the prima facie case? When you say even the OBI accusing cry, onim prima facie no. She doesn't know, but she's being prosecuted for a crime she doesn't know. That's what we are going through.
That is what she claims.
And what she claims, you know.
Who knows?
You know the prima facie.
Now, may a party to the case.
But we all know what is going on.
What's going on? So educators what's going on.
We know what.
Emra committee no chro no e chro bi.
Committee no chro why?
Yeah. How did the process start? The hearing is saying. Sorry, I almost started some hearing.
But Bibi, say almost say petition. Mampeni so I refer to Council of State. Almost 100% decision. So you form a prima facie.
Exactly.
The woman is saying that prima facie, move fast, prima facie. No, say since for me to respond to it and buy. And listen, for me believe it say the way we are operating our legal system. No,
your time is up.
Yeah. I hope that in this country no one complains.
Kruma saying a declaration of vacant seats. One of the constituencies in Central Region. Let me not talk about that.
Talk about it.
I'm saying I can't say maybe and I'm very sad because some of us we grew up from the Commonwealth Hall background where truth stands. Assembly I back it with figures. Inflation I backed it with figures. Debt to GDP.
Contest to figure
one contest
here. I say 23.something%.
23.8% and 24%.
And the same.
I mean, can't say the same. Okay. But I'm saying is on a normal day, if you want to run things up, you run it up to 24%.
Okay.
This is basic mathematics. Unless you catch them say you have a problem with maths.
No, but that's not the fact. So
no, road projects be one. Bibi, anti Kroma say na you know more agenda 111 be say more complete agenda 111.
No. You see,
fine.
We are not moving by the values of Commonwealth.
Let's take the facts. More complete. But anti Kroma say but yet Kroma say no I'm catching agenda 111 nearly or almost to be completed.
But
say catch me say agenda 111 it's nearly to be completed. And the figures, the pictures, the videos.
We didn't say that.
People out. Say agenda 111 no more real sir. Meanwhile, so agenda 111 ye come. Na 10% in Pono Munyan drew 10%.
But some man can
But the point is, agenda 111
that were almost done.
Almost. Yes. Which of them? I can say it on record. Say none of the agenda one
close to
complete.
No, nearly.
But say up agenda hospital but ni none of at least agenda one it because 24 50 hospitals 60 hospitals are that's fine. But more we 10 omo asoso ho na omo agija. Meanwhile so scaso akwa agenda 111 project mu that was close to I think more than $100,000 by you na that oral ase hwehwem no say road project the Minister of Transport
Minister of
Roads and Highways. Minya Manuel, he's a young guy in politics.
Just like you.
Timpesa me chene say, bibia obeye bia on man okrendi nanim. You should come out with figures. He say asema okay na if you that's some be if we take him to court, there are a lot of things he will find himself wanting. I want your answers to.
What's that?
With the road projects now, Obubo Dean say they have 1 kilometers or more na. They are all ghost projects, and I'm saying that on record. They don't have any. I have one of the projects. I think Asankregwa also. India during the election time, there's some BB bar out. I think operation something. I think I've forgotten about it. But majority of the projects now there was a video anymore or something. Now they were all ghost projects. Including even sorry to say a Janaibia and our toilets dying and maybe one northern region. No movie any now. Then all about now say some of these projects they are trying nada. These are things that you don't have any facts to. Let me go. Yes.
But what we've not mentioned,
one more road. I'm saying I have facts. Giving me. I'm giving you a road. I want Asankregwa. I must say, Babu ye. So why do you say Asankregwa? Oh, meba. Me na make sure say they are in your report.
Which report?
Some of these roads.
Which report?
Kokumasi Ashanti region.
Report.
You report. You sat in Ghana. You in government for 8 years.
Report Ben and somewhere we are Sankregwa.
Report not even one interchange in the Ashanti region. What's now Bemu, your stronghold?
But they're having claims on my interchange.
But the point is, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama from 2013 to 2016, one of the best interchanges in this country. Circle. When you see honum, you can go to Pokuasi. We started Pokuasi, and a number of projects.
You went for the fun. You never started Pokuasi. Please.
A number of road projects. You starting every year. You can't mention just one. Asankregwa. Guardian Americano. It's unfortunately I don't have the figures. The report. I don't do that. And I'm sure everything that I sit here to say because of my basics where I grew up from. Commonwealth or no, I see BI no Kano. I will never sit here to lie. He was talking about.
You don't have the documents here, but you can refer to the report.
I'll send it to you and then I'll send it I'll send them to you.
Which report?
That's what I'm saying. I'll send them to you. There are a number of projects. They were all
you can
projects.
Name the report.
They were all
yes. They were. Yeah, makes me a
yes. You can go and verify.
Am I way a lead focus now?
I know my job, but you know better.
But the point is, I'm all the lead focus.
No, you have made a claim.
Yes.
And I follow up.
But
report in frame. I mean, for me,
I wish saying I bit maybe phone lines. I'm people of Asankregwa. Akasa say, I'm quiet from this angle to this angle. You are not seeing. These are all lies. Because we are leaving some of these corrupt guys. We are leaving them out. Meanwhile, National Service Secretariat.
Yes.
Yet to Kromasi. And close to, I don't know if it's 80,000 or so. Ghost names are near to Omuka.
Okay.
You think that one is not right for us to talk about?
I don't know for Muka Court.
Thank you. Oh, but BB, you know it's a process.
Oh, how long?
You know it's a process.
There's been 3 press conferences on this matter.
We've been in power for how long?
BB, recently I can say plea bargaining
in 6 months. And Yababem.
But within 6 months, the Attorney General,
yes,
I hear press conferences bear 3.
Updating Ghanaians.
They be also update to our national service.
Yes. And so on call. Yes. Hey, he's updating them. You are gathering a fact.
Into one Ghana facts.
If you get to know the facts now, we have the facts, Bibi. You know that we have the facts. We are yet to go to court. We are making amendments.
And then also be plea bargaining.
Oh, plea bargaining. We didn't know about plea bargaining. Edubuahin is in court. You know that.
But he actually took the attorney general to court.
But he's in court.
Yeah.
Regardless of the situation, he's in court. I can't want him. So share. If you are also in the past 8 years, and you can't just use 6 months to organize things like that. Yeah, we are making sure say at least by end of year, NSS KT will start and end it. National signals and number of them.
Matisa me confident 10th October thereabout.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
You see, so am I now say in Ghana for any say the government is not doing anything. Operation Recover All Loot is in full course.
60%, no. All loot.
Manuel, please.
Sorry.
What do you mean by 60%? Mubabemu 8 years. When me and prosecute no.
They prosecuted him.
But the point is, did you have any evidence on prosecute no?
Yes. Kwamnadu was in court.
Oh, why was he
drop pay at 7?
But the point is, why wasn't he in jail?
No, but the case was still in court.
In court, exactly. My point is
it the president who jails people?
No, when you have 8 years and prosecute.
Oh, and I said 2017. And I'm a banking sector cleanup.
Yes.
So 7 years.
Yeah, it was 8 years.
But 7 years.
On that jail.
But you're completing the way.
Said
the not tamaklo.
Yeah, Atuesian pleaded guilty.
Yes.
And agreed to pay back.
Exactly.
Dufour at the time did not plead guilty. He was defending himself.
Exactly.
The lawyer, coincidentally, is a current attorney.
Yes, AG. Yes.
It is a conflict of interest.
No, I don't think it's conflict.
Well,
I don't think it's related to conflict of interest. I think we are. I think everything is based on laws, rules, and regulations in this country. My main MP before or prime minister or 500,000. They say the MP before don't say you can't stand as a presidential candidate in the MPP.
All right.
Say leader of the political party.
Okay.
Party this is 500,000 and say no be leader.
Bibi 2023. NDC. A Social Democratic Party. Charge 500,000 Ghana cedis. Social. No, do you understand your party? Social Democratic Party.
Today
we have a president.
We have a president.
We have a ruling 500,000.
Okay, now
you have the
you don't even have
Manuel Jesse, Manuel Dako, a member of the MPP communication team, and of course Henry Edu Frimpong, a member of the NDC communication team. Medina Bismark Brown, many thanks for the pleasure of your company throughout this week. Meda production team in say up next, I happy and you make Kasiabo Eddie, Emreno Aso, and couldn't Kasiabo.